Roll down your boy Lambo Drew. You are now tuned into another edition of Finance Fridays live, man, with my special guest, man. My guy CPMD Q is in the building, man. Y'all definitely want to make sure you guys are tapping in and making sure y'all are sharing this broadcast with each and every single body y'all possibly can get, because I'm telling y'all, it's about to go down right now. I've been excited, man, since the last time Q left us on a cliffhanger when he was on the Leverage Show through our midweek special, and definitely scorched it up that night. And guess what? He's coming back with more heat to making sure that we go ahead and give y'all all the sauce, all of the new stuff that is out there, coming with that heat and keeping that fire on him. Listen, he's like Deion Sanders. He ain't hard to find. The guy with the Steve Harvey lining, man, and the guy who's blinging from across the room, man. I'm trying to tell you, you can see him shining and everything, man, like new money, but he got that old Southern swag to him, and that's what we love about it. Listen, we welcome to the show back my guy, Mr. CPMD, man. Shout out to you, Q. What it do, baby?
What's going on, sir? How are you doing, Lambo?
Brother, talk to me, man. Life is good, man, brother. How about yourself, man?
I know it's good. I know it's good over there, man. Look, man, I appreciate you, brother. Man, what you're doing here with the Leverage Show is Finance Fridays, man. It's nothing short of amazing, man. You got something really, really going on here. You bring on some incredible people in the space, man. And really, man, you giving it to them, man. You giving the people what they need, man. And so I'm honored to be back. I was honored to be on the first time, honored to be back on again. And man, continue to keep rocking this thing out, man, because this is really, really cool what you got going on, just empowering people, sharing with people, the knowledge that a lot of people don't want to give, right? People find out really good things and they want to keep it to themselves. And, you have the opposite, in your heart and that's just to share it with others. So, man, I'm honored to be on again, man, honored to be back, man. And anytime you want me on the show, man, you just give me a ring, man, and I'm here because I want to be a part of it. So, absolutely.
Bro, thank you, man. I honestly got to tell you this, and I got to tell everybody this, man. One of the hardest working guys I know in the game is you. And I mean, who's really killing it, who's like really making the connections and really helping change people's lives. And like on it, like literally, like seriously on it, like saying to yourself, man, we're here to go on ahead, man, and help change lives. And you've been one of them, man. You've been consistent of holding us accountable as well. And us as leaders, you've been out here, man, like, you know what, man, we getting ready to go on ahead and want to schedule and level you guys up as well. So I thank you for the relationships that you built, but not also that, man, for your community and your platform and what you have done of really helping change lives. I mean, countless of people's lives, and giving people the raw, showing people and everything when the platform goes down, talking about it, and also, man, when the platforms do arise. The one thing about it is, man, I tell everybody, man, like we say in the South, man, cream always rise to the top, baby. You understand? And that has been you. You've been that guy who's always been rising to the top, no matter and everything, man. What comes, what platform goes, what shakes, what bakes. You've been that one that's been consistent out here. And your resilience about you is what's allowing your leadership to take people to the next level. So full salute for you for that.
And I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that 100%. Yeah, I mean, this is a daily grind. It doesn't stop. You look at just working just traditional, 9 to 5s, and you work a certain amount of time, and a lot of times you go home and then that's it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, but in this space, it never stops. And do I think it's harder? Absolutely not, because we have our freedom. We can do what we want when we want. If we decide that we don't want to work, we can decide that, right? But it does take time. I mean, you deal with people all around the world, and sometimes somebody, hit you at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, but where they're at, it's 10, 11 in the day, right? So for them, that's normal hours. And yes, it just happens, right? You get up and you do what you need to do. Like today, man, I literally had a guy from Paris and he wanted to get into one of our platforms. He reached out to me, and I had to get up out of bed. It was like 6 o'clock in the morning, but I got up, and I got on the phone with him, talked with him. And I mean, but that's what's really cool about it too, right? Because now that's a partnership on the other side of the world that I didn't have before. And you never know what that could lead to, right? To the people that he might know and can empower. It's just incredible when you can network like that. You know, the internet has made it very easy for us to really do that. And it's a game changer. It's a game changer. So work never stops, you know, in public, talking with people, whatever it is, you know, and people asking you what you do, you sharing, never stops. But that's what I enjoy about it, man. I love it. And I know you do the same thing. You just jumped off the plane this week, you know. Look, you on the Zoom call with us, man. You in the airport, like, you know what I mean? That's what we do, though. You know, last month I was in Hong Kong. You know, before all of this happened, man, I've never gone to Hong Kong. What I'm going to Hong Kong for? Right? You know what I mean? So
and speaking
it's allowed a lot, man. It's allowed a lot.
About the Hong Kong, man, my condolences to one of your homeboys, man, who actually was on that trip. And a lot of people didn't know it and everything, man, about that. But, you know, when you close knit like this, you find out, man, who's who. So my big condolences, because the gentleman who took that trip with you wind up shortly passed away right after that.
Yeah, man, it was so tragic, honestly. I mean, we were in Hong Kong, and let me tell you, man. First off, we flew from Houston. The gentleman, you may know, I'm sure a lot of the people in the industry already knew, Mr. Jorg Battle. I mean, just a giant in the industry for 20 plus years. You know, has made multiple, 8 figures in this industry. And you know, we flew from Houston over to San Fran, right? We jumped on a plane in San Fran. We flew 14, 15 hours over to Hong Kong. While we were in Hong Kong, I remember one of the days we got to kind of tour the city, and we were in charter buses. And they took us to what they call the Peak, which is like the highest point in Hong Kong. There's a mall up there. You can see everything, the ocean, everything. And we were on this charter bus and going up the side of a mountain, basically. And when I'm talking about, you looking like, man, that's a long way down. You know, like, I'm not scared of heights, but coming down 2 lanes, the other charter buses were coming up or coming down while we were going up, and they drive on the opposite side of the road. And when I'm telling you, I'm sitting in this seat against the window, and I could have stuck my finger out of the window and touched the bus that was going the other way. This is how close we were to the bus.
Yeah.
Made it up safely, made it down safely. Thank God. We jumped on, I remember jumping on this big yacht that we were on the harbor, and you get to watch this light show at night. We did a whole, we had all kind of events that took place on the boat, food, had some presenters that talked with us about, crypto and the opportunity. This boat is rocking. Like, I'm a fisherman. Like, we go out on the Gulf of Mexico in boats and fish. And I'm getting a little nauseous on this boat because it's just like, you know what I mean? So, I say all of that to say, and we got back on the planes and traveled and came all the way back home safely. We did all of those things, went to the other side of the world safely. In less than a week after coming back, this man was killed. What I would assume was a drunk or intoxicated or under the influence driver that drove up the tollway the wrong way and hit this gentleman head on and killing them both instantly. And just to think, like, man, me and Jordan were literally walking the streets of Hong Kong together. Everybody else was tired. They went back to their rooms. We said, look, man, we in Hong Kong, man. Let's go see the city. Yeah. And he was looking for a new timepiece. He wanted a new watch. And, I love watches and jewelry. Let's go. Like, let's look. Yeah. And so I'm telling you, this was so crazy. In Hong Kong, I've never seen more jewelry and watch stores ever in one place in my life. Literally under our hotel was a Rolex store. Then they had multiple jewelers below our store that sold, different watches. I mean, it was so crazy. Across the street, there was another big jewelry store. Right down the street was another Rolex store. I saw so many Rolex stores. I've never seen that many ever before. And so we left. We went walk the streets, went to a few malls, and we ended up in the Breitling store looking at Breitlin's. And they had the lady, the sales rep there brought out these new ones that never came out. They hadn't even put them out on the floor yet. We're sitting there having a nice glass of McAllen, looking at the watches, just having a good time. But we shared some really cool time, you know, and I'm thankful for that time that me and him got to just share, because you never know when it's your time. You never know what crazy things that go on in this world that can happen, and you can be taken away, you know, at the drop of a dime. And it hit home. This guy lives right here in my city, and you know, I was thankful and honored enough to be able to attend his service with a few other, you know, people that are in our team and a few other leaders in the industry, and that was, I was thankful to be able to do that. But I tell you guys, look, man, live every day, you know, to your fullest, because you never know when it's your time. You never know what can happen. You know, I'm not saying that you just live your life crazy and, you know, on the edge, but enjoy life, right? And live it, because you never know. You never know. And this gentleman was, I know one of his opportunities that he was in, he was doing over 6 figures a month. Over 6, in that one opportunity, he was doing over 6 figures a month. And you know, always also too, and I give this one other pointer, always have yourself prepared.
Yeah.
You know, I don't have it right now because I lock it in my safe, but man, I keep a book, you know, for all my crypto wallets, my passwords, my seed phrases. If something ever happens to me, I know that it's somebody that can, you know, help my family line out stuff, you know, and get access to all of my stuff. So make sure you're doing the right things and have stuff set up for people. And I'll tell you this, I honestly don't have enough stuff set up. I need to set up more, because I need to make sure that my family has a copy of whatever I have, just in case they can't get to my copy or whatever, you know what I mean? But just be prepared, because you never know, you know, God forbid, we don't want anything crazy to happen to anyone.
Yeah.
But if it does, make sure your family's prepared. So yeah, that was a eye-opening, you know, experience to see that happen, to be with somebody, and then to not even a week later from coming back from that trip, you know, him being killed. So yeah, you know, tough situation.
Tough, man. And that's life, man. You know, we got cold, man, over my shoulder, man. You already know the similar same thing, man.
Same thing. Crazy, you know, a tragedy, a real live tragedy, you know, taking place. And you can't prepare for that. No preparation for that.
That's what we do at the best in this space, is try to set our families up, man. And when I was out there and everything, man, this weekend, you know, with Coach Rasheed, David Cashflow Legacy, Tim Roberts, Didi's Chicken Catfish, and some of the other ones who come into this program, and some leaders out here. That's the whole thing, man, that we kept saying, man, is setting the family up, being able to make sure that we maneuver.
What you doing it for, right? I mean, you want to leave a legacy, you want to have something to pass on to your kids and their kids. I mean, that's what we do this for, right? We know we can enjoy it while we're here, but after that, what did you do it for? You know?
And that, you know, that's something so big, because I think that a lot of people have that in hindsight. Like, man, you know what, man, I don't feel like I'm living, man, out here. And I can honestly say this about him. He was one of those, if you knew him, and especially being in this space, and then seeing him on broadcast, he was living, man. He was living. He was,
you know, so this accident took place in Dallas, right? He lives here. And the day before the accident, we had a Zoom call that morning, and he zoomed in, and guess where he was at? He was on the golf course with his buddies. He's zooming in. So he went up there to meet his buddy. He was a big golfer. So he went up there to you know, meet his buddies, and they were golfing. And he was leaving early that Saturday morning. It was like 4 a.m. when he left. He was leaving early so that he could make it back to Houston to tee off down here with his buddies down here. Because I thought about it. I said, well, why was he leaving at 4 a.m? Oh, well, it makes sense. By the time he would have got back to Houston, it'd have been perfect time for him to be teeing off again. And so he was living.
Yeah.
Trust me, he was living. And you know what's it? And I remember we had our calls. We do our live presentations. We were doing them every night. And I remember he came on and he said, man, Q, I found me one. He's like, look, I got the one I wanted. And he found the watch that he was looking for when he came back. And I was, I thought that was kind of cool because he made sure that, he showed it to me. And I was like, yeah, that's hot. That's hot. So, yeah. And then, man, then that happened, man. It's just, man, it's crazy. So crazy. Gotta be thankful for every day we get here, man. I'm telling you.
Man.
It's a blessing, man. I give all thanks and praise to the man upstairs because everything that happened to me, everything, has been because of him.
Everything because of God, brother. Everything.
And that's why I think I have the heart to share it the way I do, because he gave it to me for a reason. He gave me all of what I'm, experiencing right now and all the talents and all of these things. He gave it to me. But I think he entrusted me because he said, you know what? I know you're going to do the right thing with it.
Yeah.
You're going to go out there and you're going to empower my people and you're going to bring people back to me through what you're doing. And, and I was like, it took me a while to figure that out. It did. I had to sit because the way, I can't remember if I even told my story on the last show, but all of this happened in such a crazy way. The way I came into crypto, the way I really started, my good friend, Mr. Kim Francis Jr. out of Houston too. He told me, I remember he sent me $5 of Bitcoin back in like 2015, 2016. And I remember coming back a couple years later and the $5 was like $12.50.
Yeah.
It was in the Coinbase wallet. I remember this. And I was like, man, hold on, man. It's just, I ain't do nothing, but this more than double. That's 2.5 times my money. And I didn't do anything. And so I always kept that in my mind. And then when COVID came and I got laid off and I had just got a big promotion. I'm talking about I'm probably going to do 200 a year in my new role. Company got a brand new company card. They gave me a gas card. They paying my cell phone. I don't have to worry about insurance. You got my own office. Nobody bothering me no more. Like I was probably about to take off with that opportunity. And it was 6 weeks of being in that role. They sent us home to work from home because of COVID. They didn't want it to spread. And so I'm sitting at home and I get a call. And they like, look, man, we didn't expect COVID to happen the way it's happening. Man, we had to send some people home. And then they ended up basically just letting me go. And sitting at home, I'm mad because I'm like, man, I worked so hard to get this promotion, man. Like I've been with the company over 5 years, and I finally got this promotion. Had to go through so many interviews, phone interviews, in-person interviews. I mean, just making sure I'm dressed and prepared. Yeah. And as soon as I get it, you take it away. And I was struggling for some weeks trying to understand, like, why would God give me this and then just take it away? Like, I worked for it. I asked for it. I was praying about it. You gave it to me, then you took it away. And I was salty for like 2 weeks. And my boy Ken called me and he said, man, look, what you doing? I said, man, I'm laid off sitting at home. I didn't even want to tell him. I was ashamed.
Yeah.
Said, you know what, man? I'm laid off too. I'm sitting at the house just like you. Because we always talked about not working jobs and being free, right? That was our whole thing. Like we got into networking to be free and not to be slaves to our jobs and not to build somebody else's dreams, to build our own dreams. And so I didn't even want to tell him that that happened, but nevertheless, he was working a job too, and I didn't even know it. Yeah. So he said, man, let's look at crypto. And good, thank God, I was making great money. I had savings, I had severance, I had unemployment, I had 401k, I had some money. And I said, look, I can live for a few years, but what am I going to do in the meantime? Like, I'd rather do something, just sit here and wait to run out of money. What if they don't call us back for work? What if COVID is another 2-3 years? Like, so, man, we started looking at crypto, and I didn't even notice at the time. The Bitcoin halving was taking place in May, and I got involved right before it. Bitcoin was around 3K at the time.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize how important the halving was, but by the time that summer ended, I had made my whole year. What I was making in the year, I had already made it. And I didn't realize a lot of it was due to the timing of me getting involved, right? Before that growth started taking place. And then we just rode the wave for the next 2 years. Man, I remember, being at different platforms. They were crashing. Some were working. I started doing a little trading, made a bunch of money trading because it was so easy. I mean, the Bitcoin, the crypto market was just jumping up. I'm just buying when it's low, sell it when it's high, buying when it's low. I made over $250,000 just doing that. And I didn't even know how to trade. I just knew support and resistance. You know what I'm saying? So, all of that set up perfectly, but to bring it back full circle, man, God was just showing me, look, I can give you what you want. You asked me for it, you worked hard for it, you prayed about it. Look, I can give it to you. But I can also slam that door just as quickly as I open it.
Yeah.
And you gotta trust me that I got another door that I'm gonna open that's gonna be even better. And he opened the door. And since then, I literally I can't ever see myself going back to working a 9 to 5. I don't think it ever happened. I'm probably just allergic to that at this point. But he just opened a whole nother door, and you know what? Like, it led to this, to the movement, right? And just to meeting folks like you and other people out there, so many of them, man. Croc and my boy Chad over there, like just so many people, man. I could keep going and going and going, man. BOJ, David, Cash Flow over there, like just so many people, man, that have come through this, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. Man.
Dude, you have been and then hearing that, man, you have been so. Shout out to everybody in the comments. Y'all know we see y'all, man. Shout out to you. I see you. My wife is in the building. Cynthia Davis, QP, David Cashflow Legacy, mother-in-law, Kennard Haney, Unlimited Freedom. Shout out to Cashflow, man. I see you, QP. Everybody's in the building, man. Man, look, I can honestly say it's because of this space that we have got this network of people and we keep excelling, and I love people excelling. But I also, hearing your story, there's so many people, man, who are out there who are like, man, could that happen to me? Could that be my story? Could that be my testimony? What would you say to them out there, man, Q? Could that be them if they're asking the question?
Man, I'm going to tell you something first. And, some people might don't want to hear it, but I don't really care. If you ain't got God in your life, you ain't going nowhere.
Facts.
First off, if you ain't got him in your life, you might could do some things on your own. You might.
Yeah.
I don't mean it's gonna last. I don't mean it, you know what I mean? I'm just telling you, like, I thank my mom for growing me up. I mean, I went to Catholic school when I was little.
Yeah.
Like, I grew up in the church, like it wasn't an option. You know what I mean? So it's always been a part of my life, still is to this day, still always connected to, the church and, things going on. So, first off, if you don't have God, you're not going to get anywhere. You might could do some things on your own again, but you're not, true, real abundance came because of him, right? Because of the understanding that he gave me, right? To see what he really wanted to happen in my life. Right. And to understand that, so, I always give praise to him. I give thanks to him. And let me tell you, you keep him first in your life, anything is possible.
Come on.
Anything. I didn't think 4 years ago I would be here. Man, I had no idea.
Yeah.
So it's like, don't put limits on your life. Don't put limits on your life.
That's a mic drop. Come on, man.
Put limits. I owe a lot. First off, I owe a lot to just my past experience. Because when I was in networking, I started my early 20s. I was in college. I didn't understand it, right? Like, I didn't understand, like, going out here and building this network and doing this type of stuff. I was going to create that type of life. I'm 20, right? I'm DJing, like I'm the hottest DJ in my city. So I'm doing like clubs and concerts and frat parties and all this. I couldn't see the vision of being a networker at 20. I'm just trying to get some decent grades and put some money in my pocket and drive a nice car and wear some nice clothes. I couldn't see the bigger picture, but I would tell anybody, networking in my early years did teach me a lot. It taught me a lot of personal development. It taught me about being able to believe. It taught me about being connected to the right people and getting a mentor, somebody that has the results that you want. that can show you how and what they did to get them. Those are the things that people don't realize are so important. People try to go out and do it on their own.
Yeah.
And the minute that you try to go out there and do it on your own, yeah, you might can have a little bit of success, but you will never really flourish to your full potential.
Facts.
You need God first. You
Mm.
need the right people and mentors in your life. You need the right mindset and the personal development that can really excel your belief and really put you over the top and take you to the next level. You know, I remember saying, hey, there's levels.
Yeah.
There's levels.
Yeah.
And you got to unlock those levels. And you yourself, the person that you are today, cannot unlock the next level.
Talk to them.
You got to become the person at the next level. You can't be the person at this level and go to the next level. It's not going to happen. And so you gotta understand how that happens. Right? How does that happen? Right? God, right? The right people and mentors in your life and your belief system. Right? The beliefs, the work is always, like they say, right? Yeah, if you don't do the work, right, you're never gonna go anywhere, right? Like you can believe all you want, but if you don't apply that belief to some real action and work, it's not going to happen. But you can only do so much work as well, too, right? The work becomes so much easier when you got the other things in line, and you're working with purpose, and you're working and getting results. See, a lot of people just work and they just in the rat race, right? They spinning the wheel, right? They're not going anywhere. They're working really, really hard, but they're not going anywhere. That's because you haven't applied the other things to it. Apply the other things to that work, and now let's see how much more productive you become. Right? So yeah, that's what's worked for me.
You know, you dropped the key nugget to success and how your success has went on ahead and flourished and now is inspiring so many other people in their journey with success. Thank you for that, Q, man. Yeah. We excited for that, bro.
Man, it's a beautiful thing, man, when I get a message from somebody and they tell me my wife is coming home next month. This is her last month working.
Yeah.
We good now. She can come home and be with the kids. Or we taking our dream vacation, you know, because we're earning this amount of money in this platform or opportunity. Yeah. Or I'm walking away next month from my job and I paid off all of my debt in my house. That keeps me going, because that lets me know that what I'm doing is working. And sometimes when things don't go the right way, or when, you know, like you said, we have something that goes under, you know, it's all right, because we understand that we won't win 100% of the time. Yeah. It's not designed that way. Nothing is designed that way, honestly. But what has happened is my connections to the right folks and the right people have put me in better places, better rooms, better offices, better Zooms, better conversations with the right people. Because it's not, you know, it's not just about what you know, it's about who you know, right? And who you're connected to. And so over these years, I found myself in better rooms, sitting at better tables with the right folks. And so now we don't have to take so many of those blows that we were taking before. Right?
Oh man. Oh, we were taking some serious blows, man. That was light.
Last year, man, I took some blows last year.
Let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about a few of those blows.
We talked about it on the last one. I don't even know if I want to talk about them now, but I mean, we had some things that went under. I remember. I mean, I did the little Lambo challenge on the channel. I said, look, man, I'm gonna incorporate these two platforms, and the money that I'm gonna make from them, I'm gonna get a Lambo, just to do something crazy, right? To bring some hype to the channel, you know. And I honestly had the money for the Lambo. Yeah, I remember I had close to maybe like 450, maybe 1,000 in two platforms, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna run these platforms for 6 weeks. And I told everybody, look, man, this is some high risk stuff. You know, you don't got to do this if you don't want to. This is just what I'm gonna do. And I said, look, I'm gonna run these platforms for 6 weeks, and I'm out. I got 4 weeks in, and I had enough money at that time that I could have pulled all the money out, and I could have went and just cashed out the Lambo. And here's the crazy thing, man. Look, I don't even drive like that.
Yeah.
Hey, here's what's funny: when people finally like either come see me or meet me, they be like, "Man, you still drive that? You still drive your old car?" I'm like, "Well, you got to remember, I was working for 3 or 4 years. I had a brand new company car all the time,
Yeah.
so I just had my old car sitting down. And when COVID came, we weren't going anywhere, so I didn't drive. And you know, I never bought a new car, and to this day, I still haven't.
Bro,
I still haven't bought a new car.
If you flow around me, you know I'm the simplest guy, bro.
Man, people like, man, why you ain't went and bought you a new car? And so that's why I did the little challenge on the page, because I was like, I'm just getting, because people they keep saying like, you know, you ain't got a car, why you ain't buy a car? And people see that, and that inspires people too. You know, it's an inspirational kind of thing too. So that was another reason why. But to this day, I still haven't. And here's one of the things: like, I really don't drive. Like, when I go places, I Uber everywhere, especially if I'm going out, because I'm not getting behind the wheel, drinking and driving and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
You know, I've already seen just crazy things in my life that didn't happen because of that. And I'm not going to ruin my life behind it. I got way too much going and to live for. Yeah. So when I go places, I'm 10, 15 minutes away. I'm a $10, $15 Uber ride from wherever I want to go. When you go places here, you pull up, I can go to the Astros game, $80 to park, $60 to park. You know what I mean? Like, and then you got to deal with just all of that stuff. So, man, I Uber everywhere, like literally. And you know, my fiance, she has the nice, because she the one driving around in the Benz. You know what I mean? Like, so we go somewhere that we hop in her car, right? You know, but yeah, you know, I just haven't done that yet. But I want to do it too, just because I know for people like that's motivating to some people. Some people just have goals to say, look, I just want to have a really, really nice car. And so me getting one might inspire the next person to take action to go out and change their life. Yeah. And so as soon as I get through this wedding, I got to get through this wedding first. Hey, man, this thing right here, every time I look up, I'm getting smacked like, bam, 5K, bam, 10K. I'm like, shit, man, this week, man, it's probably been, it's over 10K this week that I put towards that type of stuff. So every time I look up, so I say, man, look, let me just get past the wedding first, and then we'll look at some stuff then. So,
yeah, man.
And it's a New Year's Eve wedding at that, so everything was like 3x the cost just because of the date.
Y'all got a New Year's? You got a New Year's Eve wedding too?
It's a New Year's Eve wedding. So we, you know, the venue is super, super dope, man. It's nice. The wedding's gonna be a little later in the evening, like 7. We'll have a reception and all of that stuff. And then after that, we're gonna go into just a party. It's gonna be a New Year's party, and we're gonna party it up right into New Year's. So,
man, shout out to you and Jay Ford. Both of y'all got a New Year's Eve wedding.
Oh yeah, going into New Year's. The date was pretty cool too. It was 1-2-3, 1-2-3, right? Because it was 12, 31, 23. So it was like, oh, that's kind of cool. So that was really my idea, and now I'm probably regretting it because it's costing me a lot more money than if I'd have picked a day earlier, it would have been a third of the cost. But it's all right. You only do this one time, man. And I said, look, I want this to be fun. I want people to come and have a great time, and so that's what we're gonna do.
You want to be special, man, and I know it's gonna be special, man. Shout out to Q, man. Everybody don't know, a week ago, man, was Q's birthday, man. So big happy birthday, man, for my guy, man.
Yeah, man. Man, you know, we had a lot going on that weekend. It was on the 8th, that Friday, and I was the best man in my best friend's wedding the next day. So I really couldn't do a whole lot like I really wanted to for the V-Day. It was real last minute, man. We planned and party in like 2 days, literally. We had a casino night, man, just dressed up, got on, you know, real nice, real fly. And we had a company come in and set up like all of the casino tables. They did the crab tables, the roulette table, the blackjack table. We had dealers. We had the live music set up. We had food, man. So my cousin came from my hometown, which is Beaumont, which is like an hour and 20 minutes away, and I had her stop, and she picked up these salt and pepper wings from like one of my favorite spots down there. He was like, man, where you got these wings from, man? I was like, hey, it's top secret, man. It's come from the hometown. So we had wings, man. We had They did like a nacho dip. They had meatballs. They had a bartender, full bar. And I went and bought all kinds of liquor and champagnes. And I mean, we had a good time, man. And my fiance, she did a lot too, man. She did a lot to get all of that prepared. So big shout out to her because she did a really good job. But it was cool. And after that, we ended up going out to a couple places, and I got home by 6 in the morning. Then had to go to the wedding. Man, I was struggling, man. I was standing up there, man. Look, it was an outside wedding too, so it's hot. I'm sweating. I'm just like, man, it was crazy, but it all worked out, and it was good. It was good. It was a good time. So
good, man. I love it. I love it. I love seeing it. Love seeing everything, man, and wishing you those birthday blessings, because dude, you was out there really getting it. I mean, some high roller stuff, y'all. It wasn't. Y'all would have seen it. I was like, that's too rich for Lambo blood, boy.
And the really cool thing is we got to do it on the top floor. Yeah. So we had the whole top rented, so you could see the whole city, and it was perfect. It was like a perfect thing for casino night. Like it really. I think I'm gonna run it back. Actually, I don't know when, but I'm gonna figure out a good time, and I'm gonna run that back and really do that again, because it was cool. It was dope.
That's what I like to hear, man. We're excited about that, dude, because you had a great time, man, and that's what this space avoids us, to do, to not to have a good time, but to have the affordability of having a great time, right? And a lot of people, man, I get it. They've had limits on their life. They had limits on parties. They had limits on traveling and going places. With this space, you have that unlimitedness, that freedomness, man, that you've been talking about, man.
Man, it's a beautiful thing, man.
Man, we want to hear it. You didn't talk it. We want to hear it. We want you to drop what's out there that can get people out of their zone, out of their funk, out of all of this craziness and them trying to figure it out, man, and making a life decision inside of a grocery store or a life decision at a gas pump. I just was in California, over the weekend, throughout this week. And I told y'all, we got there. Man, gas was $7 a gallon. I had to look. Lambo had to look. My wife was looking at me. I'm looking at my wife. I said, man, did that thing just say $7? We pulled it out to fill up, right? And in California, right, they don't let you pump your gas past $100, right? So $100 they cut right off. You can't pump no, and we in this big SUV. We trying to go on here, man, and pump gas. It cost me, and I'm not lying. This is not Lambo going on here, man, and capping. To go to Orange County, we was in San Diego, go to Orange County, LA, and come back and fill a tank up there and back $250.
Wow.
And I'm sitting in there. I had to look at my wife. I said, hey, this don't make no sense. You understand? Man, I came back here to Colorado, man. I seen that $3 worth of gas. I was kissing the gas pump.
$7. God.
$7, man, for gas.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
When I seen that, I was just like, I said, man, that thing say $7.02. I'm sitting there looking at, I said, gas ain't nothing but $3 and stuff like that, man, back anywhere else.
Yeah. They making the money on that right there, boy. That's I hadn't seen that one yet. Now I've seen some $5. You know what I'm saying?
No. Go right there, man, to that around that airport or anything around there, man. Everything around there, man. The lowest we seen around the airport was like $6.50, $6.30, $6.50. Everything was $7.02, $7.12, $7.20. I said, golly, y'all out there, man, they playing.
Good thing you got some things going that you.
I ain't worried about it at the end of the day. Like, all right, boom, let's go ahead and take care of it and stuff like that. But boy,
make you feel some way. Like, God, I'm paying $7 here and I pay less than half at home.
Bruh,
feel some kind of way.
I'm telling you, man. I say, man, y'all playing with people's pockets around here, man. Something's going on, and I'm sitting there looking at this gas. Like, this gas flying out this tank a whole lot faster than what it usually do,
Don't burn the same way either.
I say, hey, boy.
Look, I can feel you on that, and that's another thing too, man. It's crazy because sometimes, and this is where I talk about, this is where I bring up like mindset. we could go somewhere like that and you see $7 at the pump. And the first thing that comes into your mind is like, man, this is $7. This is $7 a gallon, man. Like, wait, hold on, like concern, right? Like a sense of concern comes over you, right? But then you think about it again, and you like, you know what? Like, I'm good. Like, I ain't even, you know what? See, you're not tripping, right? But that's the mindset too that we have to also start training ourselves to think like we're not in a lack mentality anymore. Like, we don't lack. Like, the things that used to be issues are not issues anymore, and we could just handle it and not even worry a little bit about it. Like, you don't even got to think about it. Like, you just and you keep going because you know today you made 1,500 already. Right. And tomorrow you're gonna make 1,500 again or 2,000, and you looking at it like, man, that little 250 was crying. I ain't even gonna stress my mind about it because it's like, I'm good. I'm blessed and I got it and I can take care of it. So training your mind sometimes, and like, you know, like I catch myself sometimes, like go out to eat $300. I'm like, man, it was just two of us. Like, we only had one drink. We only had one drink apiece. I'm just like, you know what? I just withdrew like 2,000 a day. Like, I'm not even gonna miss it, right? And the 2,000 gonna hit again tomorrow from the same deal. You know? So yeah, I catch myself sometimes doing that, you know. And I'm not saying that you just got to be wasteful, you know what I mean? But we're in a position now that's different from a few years ago, where like if I sat down and had a $300 meal, like that's a decision. Like that's something that you got to consider before you do it.
Right.
And now you don't have to be in that situation. So that's a blessing, you know, in itself. But I guess to get to what you were saying, because I think you were kind of alluding to like, well, what is it out there right now?
What's out there, man, that everybody can start going on ahead, man, and start saying, you know what, we want to invest. We really want to get into this financial freedom, because a lot of people see me travel. They see him from stories on Instagram and everything. Look like Lambo is doing it. They see CPMD doing his thing. He's out there living life. He's shining. They're doing it. BOJ and the rest of us. How could they actually get to that level? And what is out there that is really making noise, man? Share with us.
Here's the thing, man. There's a lot of things making noise, right? There really are. You've got to first, you know, I tell a person, you got to first make it up in your mind, you know, what is it that you're trying to accomplish, right? If you're going to look at anything, I don't care what it is, if it's trading, if it's an investment platform, if it's, you know, something in crypto and Forex and stocks, whatever it could be, right? You got to first think about what is it that I want from it. And you got to make whatever that goal is something that makes sense and that's achievable and attainable, right? I'm not saying put limits on yourself, but don't go out there and say, I want to take $100 to make $1 million this year, because it's not realistic. So you got to come up with some realistic projections for what it is that you want to do, whether it's how much you want to invest and what is it that I want to pull out of it. And then third, you need to get yourself attached to somebody who is in the know. Somebody that has the results that you are looking to get, and they can show you what they did to get it. Because see, a lot of people run out here and they just go places and they're asking the wrong people. You're asking people, how can I come out here and make $100,000 over the next 12 months, and they ain't made 10,000?
Facts.
How they gonna show you how to make 100,000? It doesn't really make sense, right? So you need to get connected to people that can really show you and that have the results. Now, when I look at this space, man, you know, I'm a crypto guy. Mostly that's how I really got started. You know, crypto is definitely just completely 360 in my life, you know, from a financial place. And I use crypto now to do multiple things, right? Because what I see is now I can take crypto and move it into the Forex space and use it. Or I can move it into prop firms or something of that nature, right? I can take crypto and, you know, you can almost deposit it just about anywhere almost now. You know, even you look at PayPal now does Bitcoin, right? You got a lot of companies that are moving into the crypto space. So you're going to see crypto in the next 12 to 24 months overtake traditional currencies.
Yeah.
And you're going to see all the banks are going to somehow have their hand in it, right? It's just going to be an everyday part of life at some point. So you can use crypto now to do a lot of things. I live 100% off of crypto, 100% pretty much off of crypto. So, when I look at the things that are out there right now, crypto is going to become more scammy than any other thing you can touch. You're going to have more people out there trying to scam you, trying to lure you, trying to take your crypto, hacking your wallets and all of these things. So you definitely got to be prepared when you come into the space. And that's why I say you got to first find somebody who knows what they're doing, right? So that can set you up properly where you're safe and, for the most part, secure. You have, backups to all of your wallets in case things happen. You want to get set up properly first. And then you're going to have a lot of options. There are going to be a lot of things out there that are going to be attractive. I know right now for me and my community, L7 Dex is the number one opportunity right now that I see that we're really promoting. That's why me and Jork and a couple of other people were out there in Hong Kong because we were sitting in the office of the founder, asking him all of the questions that everybody wants to know. What's the vision? How long do you see this going? Could this, be a rug pull? Or, what are the challenges that you see happening? And I'll tell you, out of all of the crypto projects that I've been a part of, and when I say a project, I mean just a complete ecosystem, right, of sorts, where they have a token or, some exchange or something like that. This has been one that has done the most in the shortest amount of time, meaning they added so many things to validate what they're doing. Just this week, the platform started in June 12th, and we're talking about just 100 days in, they're on one of the top exchanges in the world, which is UOB Exchange. You can go trade on UOB Exchange. You don't see that in platforms. They always talk about, hey, we got a token coming. It'll be here next year, next summer. Before that time comes, the platform is gone. They ain't never do anything, right? Their token has been in the live market since end of July on mexc.com. And so now we're starting to see things that are adding more and more validation to the project. You can see stuff on Binance about it, stuff on Coinbase about it. Hey, this is validation to the project. And so this is what I want to put my hands on, are projects that have real legitimate things in the marketplace that we can see, that we can validate, to make us feel that we are in the best spot. And if I don't see that, that might not be something that I want to touch.
Now, is there a slide presentation you can quickly pull up real quick so people can see L7 and have you explain it? Because Q's one of the best presentations when it comes to this, man.
Let me see real quick, man. It's funny that it's funny that I actually have it up because I did the presentation last night.
I know. I like, hey, you might as well come to the Leverage Show, man, and let people see you, man, and do your thing, man.
I appreciate you letting me even share this, because this
Come on, man. Are you serious? You cute. Come on, bro.
Because I don't come on to your platform to talk about the things that I'm doing. I just don't. I mean, that's just me being real. But
you know we boys, bro. Stop all this, man. Stop all this, man.
And let me tell you, man, we have some guys that we were, and I don't know, can you see that?
Oh, we can see it. We can see it. Everything is up.
We got to meet some of our upline that started the opportunity right in the beginning of June 12th when it launched. And man, we got some guys literally that they have not really done a lot. When I mean a lot, I mean they introduced 10, 11 people to the opportunity, and then it kind of just takes off on its own. You get a couple thousand people over your first, 60 days of the opportunity. You bring in a couple $1 million through your entire team, which is about an average of $1,000 per person. And these guys are sending me screenshots like this, where every single day in August, just about every day, not I would say every single, but just about every day in August, they're pulling out $10,000. We're talking about a multiple six-figure income that these guys created in less than 60 days in this opportunity. And that right there caught my attention. I said, because to make multiple six figures a month in any traditional networking or in most opportunities, you've got to be bringing in 50 million, $100 million. You got to go out there and sponsor 50 people or 100 people. You got to have 100,000 people, you know, in your organization to get these type of numbers, but not here. It's not happening here. And so this is what really got my attention. But here's one thing that I will say that I want to talk about just real quick, because I talk about timing and positioning when I talk about this opportunity, because we got to understand where we are right now. There's 320 million people that hold crypto right now. This number, I believe, will 10x, maybe even 20x throughout this next bull run. Now, when is the bull run coming? Right? We've had it happen 4 times or 3 times already. The 4th in May of next year is the next halving. And when we see Bitcoin go through the halving, then we see the exponential growth. The first time, 23x, 46x, 21x. So when this happens in May, what do you think is going to happen next with Bitcoin? I think we're going to see a $400,000 Bitcoin. So that's a 40x right there. This is why I had a lot of success in crypto, because right before this happened, that's when I got in. So I didn't get in at the top where most people start buying their Bitcoin because, oh, it's 50,000, 60,000. We're here to hype. We're going to 100K, all of this stuff. And then the next thing you know, Bitcoin price is coming back down. It's at 50,000, 40,000, 30. And now everybody is panicking and selling at a loss. But see, the smart people, they got their Bitcoin here. And when the price went up, they took profit. They're good. And guess what's happening right now? Everybody is selling off their Bitcoin because they think it's going to go to zero. They think they can't make money. And all of these big institutions, MicroStrategy, President of El Salvador, all of these banks, and all of these big financial institutions, they're buying the Bitcoin cheap right now because they already know what's going to happen. In 12 months, maybe 24 months, we could be looking at 200,000, 400,000, $500,000 Bitcoin. And then they're taking profit, right? And now that's when everybody else is just buying because they're just hearing about it. So the timing right now is huge. And so what L7 Dex is doing is they're just creating a decentralized exchange where we don't have to go in and verify our information and scan our IDs and put our social security number in and get tax forms at the end of the year, right? People don't want to trade like that or you know, be a part of a platform where they got to give up all their information and give up their crypto, because we saw it happen. FTX, prime example. Billions of dollars was lost in FTX overnight because everybody trusted this exchange and gave up their crypto. But what if you ain't have to give it up that way? What if you could do it in a decentralized space where there's no support, no humans, no CEO or third parties that can have access to your crypto? Wouldn't you feel a lot safer? Yeah. And so that's what L7 Dex is doing. I believe, you know, by the next year, next 2 years, I would say next year, we'll see trillions of dollars being traded in decentralized exchanges. And so L7, they understand that. Let's create the platform now before the halving, before the bull market. Let's put millions of people on the platform right now. Mm-hmm. Then when we get into the bull market, we grow exponentially, right? And so they created their own token, and I'm just going to skip over a few of these things. They created their own token called LSD, which is what you see right here, which is right now currently trading live in the market. And look at this pump. Look at the price pump on the coin just today. Man, this is crazy. The $40 token. The platform launched in June. Their token is trading at $40. Look on Huobi Exchange. It's trading at $41 on Huobi Exchange right now. They're talking about it on Binance. This is not up to date. I'm sure it's going to refresh. Let's see. It'll refresh. They're talking about it on Binance, right? On BitGet, on Coinbase, right? The token is there. And so this is all the stuff that just validates the project, man. The Twitter page is on fire. Man, they're giving you like 277% if you stake the token on Huobi. And that's, where is it at? I saw it right on the front of their page. 277% APY if you stake the token. That's crazy. You got Certic doing third-party audits of the project. So you got to audit right there that they've done on the project. So I mean, just all of these little things that are happening. And we even have the token inside of the platform, because we have a live market token, right? That you can trade in the live market. But then there is an internal token that trades inside of the platform that we cannot take out to the live market. And this token started at 10 cents back in June. And right now that token is at $1.63. So you're talking about a 16x in 100 days on the token. What do you think will happen over the next 100? Or what do you think will happen once we enter into the bull market? We could see $100 token. It's just like BNB. BNB is used on Pancake Swap. LSD is used on L7 Dex. And we have a fourth of the supply of BNB, making it more scarce. So you're not going to have as much opportunity to get that token. But we take our USDT, we stake it, we buy a package and stake it inside the platform. You can earn 1.5% a day. They pay you in a stable token that you can withdraw out every single day. 20% of your earnings is staking to earn you that LSD token that you can liquidate and cash out inside the back office. I got over 4,000 of the token right now. So I got like $6,000+ in the token in less than what, a month and a half, something like that, just accumulating the tokens. So stake, you can stake up to a year, earn money. And then if you want to share it with people, you can earn from your upline 2 levels. You can earn from your downline 2 levels. You don't even have to do anything to earn from your upline. And if you want to share it and build a community, guess what? You can build a community, share it with folks. You can get paid. We even ran some numbers. You know, you build an organization of about 100,000 in volume, that's $4K a month. You know, you build one of 500K, that's $20K a month. You know, I had an opportunity that I was in earlier this year. I'm still a part of it. I did over 2 million in that opportunity. If I do that here, that's $80,000 a month that you can make in this platform. 5 million, that's 160K a month. And these numbers are super, super, super conservative. So for a person who's wanting to get into crypto, I look at this opportunity as just a super, super solid opportunity that you can get involved with. And the big picture of the opportunity is that once we go into the bull market, a lot of companies, blue chip companies, will want to come in and launch their new tokens. They will be able to do that on our platform. We will be able to buy the tokens at the rock bottom floor price, and these tokens will 100x, 1000x, 10,000x. And we will be able to participate in all of those token launches. And we have the LSD token that they need to do it. That's why I got excited. That's why I went over to Hong Kong, you know, to view this, to talk to the owner, all of that stuff. I mean, I think it's an incredible platform. You know,
you got to talk to us, because that platform, and a lot of people know, right? And people who are not familiar, you have to use MetaMask for that platform, right? To be able to get
MetaMask, Trust Wallet, any decentralized wallet, you can actually connect to the dApp there and access it. But yeah, mostly MetaMask I've seen work the best. But some people like Trust. You can use Trust Wallet as well.
Okay. So, and a lot of people, man, were trying to figure that out. I knew when I was signing up, I was like, man, I don't know what the heck this is. I'm trying to figure it out. I done pasted Q's LinkedIn, and I'm sitting in there like, dude, what the heck?
Hey,
this, bro.
Hey, Q, hop on Zoom real quick.
Bro, right. You know, it was Lambo. I was like, man, hold on, Q, bro. Stop all this, man. And I was laughing. I know I got somewhere signed up, man. And this had to have been like when you first hit me up about it, too. You was like, yo, Lambo, you need to take a look at this. And I went through the steps, and I was just like, oh, Q, what's going on, bro? What did popped off? But I knew this opportunity. I kept telling people about this. I even told some leaders who watch us, who on this, I said something about this one is gonna blow. And I always kept saying it. I said, man,
I said the same thing, man. That's why we were really wanting to go see it firsthand, to look face to face with the person behind the project. But what we actually found out is that, you know, the founder has been in crypto for, I think, since like 2012. They actually were mining Bitcoin, You know, they had over 300,000 miners mining Bitcoin over in China until the government, you know, banned crypto. I think it was like 2017.
Yeah.
They moved the miners over here to the US, and the miners have just been sitting because they got to wait until the Bitcoin price rises before they start mining again. But he's very connected in the crypto space. You know, CZ from Binance, I believe the day after we left, he had a meeting with him. He's connected to some angel investors of Ethereum. They were actually there while we were there. He had connections to Huobi, connections to Hashkey, which is the only regulated exchange in China. He had connections to all these people. And so I started thinking like, man, this dude is connected. He's not, you know, he's not getting his token on these exchanges because, you know, just because. No, these people know what this guy is capable of doing. Man, he had I think he owns part of one of the television companies there. I can't remember the name of it, but they have over I forgot how many it was, 800 million customers, I think, or something like that.
Wow.
And he owns part of that television company. And so man, it's just the partnerships that he had was real key, real key. And I knew we were in a good space. Now, you know, I can't say for sure like what's going to happen here in the future, but I know all of the things that they're laying out right now, they are setting up to be here and to really create something, you know, something huge. So if I can see that inside of a crypto project, okay, I'm in. But the thing is, a lot of these projects that we see, we don't see any evidence that they're really trying to create something long term. And most of these things are here and gone by the time you look up. Most of these trading platforms, you know, they say they're trading, right? But they could just be taking the money and paying out the money that they're taking in. It's really a real Ponzi. Or maybe the trading, recycling money, or the trading isn't really that good and can't produce the results that they need to sustain what they say. And so, you know, when it comes to that, I'm not so crazy on joining the trading platforms. You know, when I look at the platform like this, they're staking. So people say, well, what's behind it? What's generating the profits? Well, what generated profits for Bitcoin and Ethereum? People stake the tokens, right? And lock their tokens, right, to add some sustainability behind it. These platforms charge fees, exchange fees, withdrawal fees. When this exchange goes live, which I believe will be next month, you know, and it's created and ready already. You know, they're just waiting. Just imagine the fees that will be generated for swaps, for trading, right? All of these different fees. The platform will be super sustainable at that point. And so I'm excited about that, you know, just seeing that they're really putting the right things in place. And that's right now is my number one platform. But we got so many things, man. Like you can't be in one thing in this space.
Well, hold on. Talk to us, man. And can you talk about, I don't know if you can talk about it on a leverage show. Can you talk about, are you in the 1,000 club?
No. So the 1,000 club, and let me tell you, I've been getting so many things here recently. So many things.
Okay.
I don't even have a chance to look at them all. And I do try. People send me stuff every single day. Hey, take a look at this, take a look at that. And it takes time to really look at something and go through it and see if it has things that you look for in a platform. Right. And so there's a lot of things that are great opportunities that I have not even had a chance to look at. You know, one came just yesterday with the EA economy, and you knew about that. And there's some people that are in that deal right now that are huge in the industry that I've been connected to since 2012. That are in this platform. And it's a little more traditional on the networking side, but some of the things that they offer are great because a lot of new people are coming into this investing space and they need to know where to start, how to get started. You know, if it's stocks, if it's crypto, if it's Forex, right? They can offer all of that. Some automation. I love automation because I understand most people just want to put money in, come back and take money out. They don't necessarily want to go through the trouble of learning all of this stuff. I don't have the time. I got kids. I got work. I got to go to the gym. I got church. I got to go to the grocery store. I don't have time to sit here every day and put an hour or 2 hours to learn how to trade or to learn a new skill, right? I just want to put the money and come back and take it out. And so anything that can provide some real like automation that can produce results, I'm looking at it because not only that, people will be attracted to it and it will duplicate. They will share something that is easy to share. But if it's something that they got to do a whole lot and put a lot of time to it, you know, it might grow, but it might not grow as fast.
It might not grow as fast.
It might not grow as fast. So EA economy is something that I'm going to be bringing to my community as well. I dropped a little bit in the Facebook group yesterday on my personal Facebook page. Haven't put anything on the channel about it yet, but I think that is something that I want to offer to the community as an educational platform that offers some form of automation, because I think people love it, right? But man, we got so many, man. Fintot, man, that's a check
now, right? It's
SDF. That's a check every day. Every day. And actually it comes twice every day. And so, like, you know, you
were there for that. Everybody don't know Q was there for that.
To check out some stuff with that. And you know, they made some changes back in May that kind of threw a lot of people off. And this is some of the things that you got to deal with, right? I mean, some of these platforms, we're at the mercy of what they decide that they want to do with them, right? So that's why you gotta pick and choose which ones you feel comfortable getting in. But they made some changes that threw a lot of people off the train. And some people didn't get back on. Some people did get back on and, you know, weathered the storm. You know, I had a lot of money there already. So look, I'm weathering the storm, like regardless, because I got a lot of money there. So if there's some changes that take place, what is it? What do I need to do? Some people, again, the changes made it a lot more difficult. And when people run into difficulties, they run away. And so some people didn't come back, but, you know, still been able to kind of get back on the horse, you know, halfway with that deal. And again, we got about an hour and we'll get paid again. So about an hour from now, it hits every day. The money hits every day. And so when you have something like that producing, you know, a strong, you know, 4-figure income on a daily basis, like that's just one deal, you know, one deal. So yeah, I mean, we got a lot of things, man. We got some trading stuff that's going to be coming up. That's going to be automated. Man, I got a great partnership with the owner of a company called Botronic, and we've been knowing him for a couple years. And man, like I talked to him today, and he's putting together something that's gonna blow people away, man. Like
now wasn't Botronics out like a year or two ago, right?
Yeah, they were, and it kind of disappeared because the owner said, look, let me stop what we're doing right now. Let me step back and take a look at everything that's going on. Let me just revamp and rebrand and just start over. And when I tell you, this man works so hard to make sure he's putting out, and that's why he's like, man, if my product isn't what I want it to be, I'm not gonna put it out. And he said, in the last 2 years, he said, my head has been down and I've been building and working and building connections and relationships. Man, he introduced me to some of his traders. They're trading $500 million hedge funds. This dude pulled out like a track record of like 3 years of, I think it was 3 or 6. I can't remember all of the trading records. He had 3 losing months, and the biggest month was like 3%. And they're killing it every month. He had a trader that has 8 years of trading records. Right now, he's been doing close to 40% every month with this trading. And we'll have access to all of that stuff. It'll be all automated. And so I can't wait till that comes, because man, that's what people want, that automation. Let me just log in and look, you know, let me just see what's going on. Okay, I can go withdraw. And we're talking about going through A book brokers, no B book, no problems getting your money out. Like, this guy has the partnerships and relationships. So that's going to be some stuff that's going to be coming up that I'm fired up about. I'm excited about, because that's going to be a whole nother deal. Man, we got so much, man. I could talk all.
You got to tell me, did you get into Medina?
No.
Really? No. Okay. What about ETF pool?
So ETF pool, I'm familiar with it, very familiar with it. I did not get in, but I do know what's going on over there, and they are doing some stuff, some things over there. I had multiple people bring that to me, actually. And I know that, you know, and here's the other side of it. One thing that I've kind of started to learn too is that you can't do it all. You can't do everything. And sometimes, you know, or maybe I can get involved with a lot of things, but I don't want to bring a lot of things to the community, because here's what happens. You confuse them. For one, they get confused. They can't keep up with everything that's going on, because guess what? They can't get on 3 or 4 different calls every single day, or, you know, every other day to try to keep up. So they can't get on your YouTube videos every single day and keep up what's going on with these projects. So I have to look at them and see which ones I believe will, first off, be long-term and that will work. And then some that are, you know, easy for the community to get involved with. And so I don't bring everything, and I don't want them running in 100 different directions, because that confuses people, right? And so I try to be strategic in a sense, to pick the right things to bring to the community, make sure I'm doing the right things to not just bring upon scams, you know, that's going to take our money and run off with it. You know, I try to do the best on that, you know.
We done ran across 2 of them over the weekend, man, that officially exited stage left. Investable AI was one of them, man. We got a bag, though, for those who got in, man. You made money, but we knew it wasn't going to last that long.
And let me tell you, I didn't make a bag there. I mean, I made some money. And I don't know what you call a bag. I mean, I guess it depends on what you call a bag. But I didn't really promote that. I had this one video that was on my YouTube channel about it, and I didn't really promote it a lot in my group. And I kind of told people, I said, look, when people came to me and they said, well, what do you think about Invisible? I said, that's not where I would put my money if that's my only place to put it. You know, and I told people. And so that's why you didn't see a lot of promotion from me on that, because I've been in the space long enough to see that you're not going to be able to sustain what you're doing there. You're not going to sustain that. And so I didn't put a whole lot of money in it. I put $500 of my own money into that platform, and that was it. So I said, you know what? At the end of the day, if I lose $500 in this platform, I'm all right. Some people had 6 figures in the platform. I learned my lesson last year doing that. I took 3 hard hits across the head last year. I'm not putting that kind of money in something like this. No, let me. But you look at something. I look at something like L7, and I say, look, okay, I had a chance to sit in front of this founder. I had a chance to see the partnerships that he has. I had a chance to see the platform that he's going to launch, the exchange, which is a real product that he's going to launch. I can see that he's listing, you know, on credible exchanges. They're talking about it on credible sites. That's okay. If I want to drop a little more money, I can drop it there. But I'm not going to drop something that's paying people 60, 70% in 20 days. It's not going to be sustainable.
Hey, listen, when we're telling them about it, like, yo, risk management, people were like, yo, I'm taking it. We're going to ride it. And there's some people, man, they decided to ride hard with that, dude.
See, the problem that I found out, and I have the same problem as well at times, you got to learn to take profit. I don't care when you do it. I don't care if it's a little bit. Sometimes it might be a lot. When you think that profit is going to keep making you much, just like in trading, learn to take profit. You will never lose taking profit.
Facts.
And it's hard for people because their eyes get real big. They get real greedy, and they say, man, look, this is going to get this. Oh, let me just wait. And that's what I did last year. I said 2 more weeks. 2 more weeks didn't come. I should have took profit and got out. And
that's that platform money. And we talked about it last time, CPMD. That's that platform money. Now, one that shocked me, man, that really took people for a loop was Capital Leah, man.
It did. And I will say this. I only did 1 video on Capital Leah as well. It wasn't something that I promoted super, super heavy. We did have some people there. They pulled off the gas a little bit. But here's the one thing that I did see that I knew was real. Man, that Chat GPT AI that they were using to trade with, I saw it work with my own eyes. That worked. And if they want to shut down, hey, let me call you. Say, come in. How can I buy this? because I saw the technology that they were using, and that was cold.
Yeah. Well, the trader Jake, what did make sense. The trader Jake is a real trader, right? He's got his own Telegram channel and everything. When they shut down, he was in full profit, been in full profit that week. So it didn't make any sense when they shut down. And he has a full copy trading account on his own that's still in profit, that's still making money. So they took the bag and ran, And Jake, we reached out to him this week. Shout out and everything to the team. And Tim Whiter was just like, yo, Lambo, we had this talk, me and Jake, and we figured out they just ran off with the bag. Everybody's in profit from the copy trading side of everything. And we posted all on the Instagram. And it was sad because they reached out to us leaders. And, I came on last Finance Friday and lit them up and everything, man, out here, man, letting them know, hey, bro, don't come for me like that. You came for me, my boys, came from a lot of us talking about the promote. The moment they had the promotion last Friday, they turned around, took the bag, and left. They did a promotion the next day, a 24-hour promotion for 10% bonus. And then all of a sudden, people had pending payouts, man, from that point, from that Friday all the way on. And people were upset about it. I'm like, hey, it is what it is, man. They had this in mind where the leaders would reach out to you, promote. And you sitting up in there like, yo, okay, I'm a promote, but we know y'all good. Trader Jake didn't even notice. He's just a trader. That chat GPA and that trader that he's actually with, you can reach out to him personally. I connect you, man. That's easy work. Easy work, you.
Yeah. I knew he knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
I could see that. This guy knew what he was doing. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't know. Maybe they were paying out more. But the crazy thing is they couldn't have been paying out more because when people were investing, their money was locked. You weren't able to take their deposits back. So, and they had a clean platform. I mean, it looked, I don't know, the token, everything that they had going on with that, that token was withdrawing to your wallet. It was it was a real token. So, I mean, it had real liquidity, but they had created their own token. So, I don't know, man. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know if you think we might hear something back on that, or I don't know, but maybe they just might be gone forever. I don't know. It was really strange to see how that happened.
Man, these guys went on ahead. For those who know,
I don't think they could have. I don't really think they would have made that as much money as we thought. I don't think that much money went into that platform, to be honest.
Yeah, no, because when people found out, right? And let's talk about this, Q, a little bit. People found out that you can't get your principal back in these platforms. Most of the platforms that we're into, it unlocks a principal at a certain time, right? People want to see that initial seed money come back.
Yeah, and that's what I told a guy. I said, when you got other platforms out here that will allow you to get that back, I said, why are they going to invest here and make their, 5%, the money that they were paying out was decent payout, but why are they going to do that when they can go in another platform and they have access to their money?
Yeah.
Well, such and such and such did this much volume and this and this and that. I'm like, okay. Okay. I started to say stuff. I just said, you know what? That's cool. It's cool. Because that's telling me right there, when people come, when founders of platforms are coming at you in that kind of manner, then you just show the true colors and what your intentions were. And your intentions are you on a money grab.
Yeah.
You on a money grab. And if that's what it is, I don't want to have any parts of that. Zero parts.
And that's where we've been at with that. Now talk to us about a couple more other platforms. Talk to us about the prop forums, man, at least, man. Any solid ones, because everybody been asking about that, Q.
So my guy over with Botronic, right? The head guy over there, he's the guy who has the partnerships with a lot of these prop firms and some trade, they do trade management. They have partnerships with trade management floors and all of this stuff, which you got to be careful with, of course. We can't just be out here saying we got people managing our prop accounts, because they will take your money so fast. So but I guess the cool thing is that what the challenge, I should say, is finding the right prop firms, right? First, that are going to pay out. I got 50K sitting in one right now. I can't get, just trash. And yeah, I'm gonna blast them as first class Forex funds. Yeah, don't touch it. Don't touch them. There's 50K sitting in there and of money that should be mine that they aren't paying out. And so, yeah, there's a bunch out there that are not legitimate, and there's some out there that are. And so now, having the relationship with the founder of Botronic, he has those partnerships and relationships. So they're going to introduce some A-book prop firms that we're going to be able to use, that they're going to be able to actually trade for us in those accounts. And I know the most recent one that he spoke of was Next Level Funding. I know there's Next Step, but Next Level Funding was one that he recommended. And and I haven't looked into this recently, so I don't know if anything has changed there. But that was a prop firm that we were using. Nova Funding is another one that we've been using.
How is that been going along? Nova Funding.
For the most, so here's the thing. For the most part, it has been successful. We finally have some people in their accounts that are in the positive, that they're able to withdraw. I had a guy talk to yesterday. His account was up over $3,000. So he was going to, go in and place his withdrawal. Now, and I don't want to say too much. We got to be careful. We got to be careful because, I had an inquiry from the owner there as if we were getting trade management on our accounts. And I'm like, trade management? I'm like, no, we don't have no trade management on our accounts. Like people could trade their own accounts. And so it kind of raised a red flag to think that something triggered from their side to make it think that all of the referrals coming through my group were receiving trade management. And so the last thing that we want, and if people are logging into their accounts from different places and stuff like that, it looks funny because your IP addresses, and these guys are looking for any reason to just X out your account. Right. And so what had to happen is, the accounts are being traded, but they're being traded in batches. You trade all the accounts at the same time. All acquaintance referrals are trading at the same time. Like, so it's moved a lot slower than we wanted it to move. And, people, for the most part, I think there was only one account that was lost to some kind of say they traded on the weekend. But these prop firms can get sneaky, man. They can go in there and put a trade in on your account and say, oh, you traded on the weekend, you lost your account. Oh, you did X, Y, and Z. You traded your lot size. You changed the lot size too much. And they try any and everything. So the challenge is always finding a good prop firm. But I know that my guy, he's got something that he's going to introduce to us that will be 100% legit. We're just kind of waiting on it. It's almost ready. Right now, that's the only moves that we've made is between Next Level Funding and Nova Funding right now. And so I wouldn't recommend anything outside of it because of course your traditionals, right? Your FTMO and some of those companies that have been around forever, right? But the process to pass those challenges is a lot harder. Right. So that's why we look into like the Nova Funding where they can pass your challenge the first day. Next Step, they can pass you in one day. Or was it Next Step? I'm confusing myself now.
Next level, because we're not trying to mention Next Step. Don't mention nothing about
level. Next Level, not Next Step. Next Level, they pass your challenge in one day. And so you have a live account and you're ready to go. And so that's kind of where we are with that. It's kind of on hold just a little bit. I'm not really pressing too hard on that right now until we for sure they're gonna bring in the next one. We already will know it'll 100% be a go, and the trade management and everything will be there for you as well. So you just sit back, let them do what they do, and you come and cash out.
That's what this thing is about, man. Being able to get to that level to cash out. People want to see that results. It's always the cashing out part. There's always the account and then trading, and then cash it out. And then it's always when you get to the cash out queue, you know how this thing works, man.
You know how it works.
Yeah.
You know how it works.
And so I'm ecstatic that you're going to be speaking on that December 1st, December 2nd in DC. If you guys want to see Q in DC, Q will be there, man, for the Mastermind Summit. Talk a little bit about that, man, as well.
Yeah, man. I mean, we got I actually just got the flyer, man. So I'm probably gonna go in and actually do something on the page. But I guess I can't. Have a way to bring it up? Let me see if I can bring up the flyer. That'd be kind of cool if I could.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we got the flyer done. I'm airdropping it to my computer. So let me see if I can pull it up. But yeah, it's gonna be a really cool event. I mean, I know you're gonna be on the event. Got some people on there, man. BOJ. I mean, a lot of the top guys will be there, and I think it's a really cool, unique thing that they're doing because they're giving people a chance to, for one, get educated, from some leaders in the space that are really kind of, that are doing some big things. But then not only that, you get to see them in person, right? Because a lot of people know you through Zoom and they know you through your videos and your channel, but you never get to meet a lot of the folks. And so for those people who want to come down and really meet us, face to face, like, hey, look, we're regular people, man. We're not, I mean, I don't walk around like, I'm special or walk around with security or anything crazy like that. Like,
I don't want to hear that. I got other stories, man, from you, man. I got other stories of other events, and you know where I'm going with this. When
I don't know where you're going, bro. I don't know where you're going.
The door. They seen Q walk through the door. He got the neck piece on. He's all with the Steve Harvey line up. They seen him, and they seen him shining from a distance. And this is a big networking event. And they was just like, who is that dude right over there and stuff like that, man. They say he was glistening like he was like the savior of crypto.
Well, look, man, I tell you this, man. Man, it's not like that, man. We're we're still normal people, we just, man, we make good money, right? Like we're in a investing world, an investing space. We make good money, but we're normal people, man. Like I don't act funny with folks. Like, people call me, talk to me, they message me any time of the day. Like I'm really down to earth. Some people think that I'm not, which is funny, but hey, to each his own. But I feel like I'm a very, very normal guy. You see me out. I go out just like normal folks. I shop like normal folks. Like I don't walk around with armed security and all of this stuff. Now I could be carrying now. Yeah, now that's another thing. It'll come crazy because hey, I got the license to carry, even though we don't even need a license anymore in Texas. Like I got it. So don't get it wrong. But man, I'm a normal guy, man. So don't ever feel like you can't reach out or ask questions. Now I will tell you, sometimes the people always pitching, that gets tiring because you get it so much. You know what I mean? And one of the things I tell people all the time is, and it's sometimes I think it's hard for them to understand, is like when we get pitched on opportunities, like we have a network of people that we already work with. Yeah. And I'm not saying that we won't go out and work with new people, but 9 times out of 10, we work through our same networks that we already have. Nice. If I got a guy that I've been knowing for 10 years that I work with, and he offers me the same opportunity that you offer me, and you think because you offered it to me a day earlier or a week earlier, and I go with the person that I've been knowing forever, you get mad and say, hey, man, I offered it to you first. You did. But I know this person, I like this person, I love this person, and I trust this person. Why would I jeopardize that relationship to come over here and work with somebody that I don't know what you're gonna do? I don't know your work. I know my guy over here, he gonna get on the call every single night and he gonna present. He'll present the call, and then I'll do the next night. You gonna do the call? You gonna help present the calls?
They ain't trying to do that. They just trying to just collect.
Well, you want to bring in a big leader so that you can earn from a big leader, but you don't want to do the work of a big leader.
Facts.
Until you become that leader, I'm not saying that you can't, but that's probably the reason why you haven't attracted such a big leader. because you need to be that leader first.
Facts.
Right?
Facts.
You gotta have something on the table to offer to the person, right? You gotta just say, hey, I just want to sit back and make a whole bunch of money off of you because you're gonna bring your team in.
Man.
And even if I was gonna do that, why not bless my boy who's been blessing me for the last 10 years or 5 years? You gotta make it make sense, guys. Like, so people always just come to you randomly, like, I don't know you. Like, I don't know who you are. I don't know anything about you. People are like, well, you can get to know me. That's true, but that takes time.
Yeah.
You know? So
yeah.
Anyways, this is the Mastermind Summit, man, guys. December 1st through the 2nd, man, is going down. You can see it, right? Can you see it?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna be there it is, Arlington, Virginia. So the Hyatt Regency Crystal City. It's gonna be real nice. The tickets right now, the first 50 tickets are $250, and then the remaining tickets will be $350. Dinner will be provided. It's gonna be a great event, man. You got Kojo, man, my boy Kojo. He's there, big leader over in Fintot, killing it. I think he's probably doing 5 figures a day over there in that opportunity, killing it. Sassy, who is in his team, she's killing it as well over down in Jamaica. He's also in L7 as well, my boy Kojo. So he's gonna do some big things there. You got BOJ on here, you got, man, just a lot of top leaders in there. India,
I love that
India,
man. I love that too, man. India, Terrence Pound in the building.
Terrence Pound, he was on the call with us the other night.
Yeah.
So big time leader over there.
That's Jackson?
No, that's not Jackson.
I'm about to say,
it kind of looked like him, though. It kind of looked like him, but that's not him, though.
It looked like, because Jack got them, man, he had them painted videos and photos and stuff like that.
Now that is true. It could be some AI or something going on over there. But I didn't, if he is there, I didn't know that he was going to be a part of it, but he might be as well. That would be great, to have Jack there. So Crypto Jack. So yeah. But yeah, it's going to be a cool event. It's just going to be, and here's the thing, guys, if you are in this space and this is something that interests you, I would challenge you to come. And here's the reason why, because these types of movements like this, you don't really see it happening, right? Right. People going out there sharing the goods, right? Sharing the information. Like we're not getting paid to do this. Like, this is not something that we're making money from doing. Facts. This event is not put on to be a profit, for a profit event. It's just to cover the cost of the event. And so, I tell people to support stuff like this because we don't get this type of stuff all the time.
Yeah.
And what happens is, people are always like, man, when we gonna have this? When we gonna have that? I've even had people ask me, man, Q, when you gonna do an event down in Houston? And I just have never put it together to do it, right? Because it takes a lot to do it. But now that I have a chance to be a part of something, this is something that my community can come to, and they can say, look, man, this is an event. We're going to be on the panel, might even have a breakout session where I get to do whatever I want to do there. But you get to meet everybody face to face. You get to hear from them, hear some of the things that we're doing, learn from us, all of this good stuff, right? And we got to support it, because guess what? In 3 more months or 6 months, we can do another one. Yeah. Right? But if we don't get support, if this doesn't work the first time, 9 times out of 10, we don't have it again.
Facts.
We don't have it again. And so I think this is going to be really cool, really dope, and I, even though my wedding is going to be coming up in that month, I said, look, man, I'll be there. I'll do it. They asked me to come and share and speak. Man, this is cool. So I'm down with the cause, and hopefully, some of you guys that are on will participate in it, because I think it will be an amazing event, and you'll learn a lot. There'll be a lot that you will be able to take from this event by being a part of it. So Mastermind Summit, man.
Facts.
December 1st.
I got ones who are interested to get tickets with this one.
Oh, so if you want tickets, let me blow this up just real quick. The really cool thing is you can just take your phone and you can scan the QR code right there, and I'll post this link in the chat too.
Awesome.
And it's on Eventbrite, so and that's I don't know if you can see it, the Mastermind Summit.
Oh yeah.
So it's on Eventbrite right there, so you can see it there. Sorry, my screen is probably looking kind of dirty. Matter of fact, after this, I think I'm about to go get the 15 Pro Max because my guy I talked to a guy over in the phone store the other day in the Galleria. So I think I'm gonna head over there when I leave. I might go get it. Might go get me a Pro Max.
I mean, when you rolling like CPMD roll, I mean, you know,
hey man, look, I got to look, man. They let me upgrade, so I don't even have to pay. All I'm paying is the taxes. Look, they just gonna upgrade my phone. So look, it's not even coming out the pocket much. So I said, hey, look, all right, cool. I can do that.
Yeah. Okay. I know it's upgrade. See, when you get upgrade, his upgrade is like every year. My upgrade is like every 4-5.
Man, look, this 2 years. This is a 13 Pro Max. So I waited 2 years. Look, I didn't get the 14. I skipped the 14. But look, now it's like, okay, 15 is out. I only got to pay the taxes. All right. Bet. I'll be back on Friday.
Yo, baby, y'all make sure y'all get out there, go get it, man. Look, the link is out here. You guys see it in here and stuff like that, man. If you guys want to go in here, take advantage of that, man. Get out there to the event. The event's going to be super dope, December 1st, December 2nd in Crystal City, Virginia, which is DC. That is literally Arlington right there. And it's going to be at the Hyatt Regency, man. Y'all come out, come see me, CPMD, man, and a lot of other ones, man, who are out here. Shout out to Brandon Adams, man, for really throwing this amazing
Brandon's doing a good job with that, man. He really is. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. I know that goes behind it, man. We were on the Zoom the other night, man. I could see it in his face, man. He was burned out. Like he's working. He put some hours in, man. So big shout out for that, man, because that's some work, man. That's some work.
Yeah. But it's going to be a great event, man. And we're looking for the sellout, y'all. So make sure, I don't care what y'all are doing, man. Get out there. Go start scout y'all some tickets. As you guys know, the Leverage Show, we're going to be giving away some tickets and everything, man, for y'all, man.
I don't know what link I just posted right there. I don't know what
posted a YouTube link, man.
I'm looking like, man, what is that, man?
You posted a YouTube link. I just went on here and I said, hey, man.
Man, you gotta stop me, man. Look, don't let me just be posting
I seen the YouTube link and I literally looked like, okay, well,
I don't know why. I don't even know where that came from. Maybe I just delete that, man, because I don't even know what that is, to be honest.
Well, man,
let me post the right link, man. I don't know what. You know what? I think that's the link to the show. Remember, I was sending out the link to the show.
Oh, okay. All right, bet. Yeah, he's out here, man, giving out links and stuff like that, man. And it's the wrong links right here. We gonna get it in and stuff like that. He ain't gotta worry about it, man.
Let me send the right link, man. Give me the
right link, man. Shout out to your B Streets, man. Give me the right link. Let me see. You laughing, man. That's that ghost.
When I looked, I said, man, hold on. What is this? This is not right.
Man, hey, I seen it. I was like, man, look, the link is that ghost watching, man. Yeah, man. B, you crazy. But and that's what we're here for. We're here for the man. Make sure that we can joke around, get you all the right stuff, man. Shout out to your GQ. I see you. And get you right, man. Didi's Chicken Cash Shack in the building. Let's see where the link is at. And for those and everything, man, if you guys were looking at it, man, here we go. Boom. There we go, y'all. All right.
That's not bad.
I was looking at it.
I don't even know where that came from. Like, I have no clue how I even got that link in my. That's what, when I click paste, that's what came up. I don't even know how I copied that.
I don't even understand, Q, but man, the link is right here. Do y'all want it? It's on the screen. Y'all go on ahead, man. Follow that link, man. Go ahead and tap it in your search bar and go ahead and show some love, man. Go purchase some tickets, man. Like I said, it's going to be going down December 1st, December 2nd. We're going to be in the building. You already know, man. Q going to be in the building, man. I got to try to match my ice piece. Me and my wife, we got to go figure it out. I got to go mortgage the house, mortgage the car, and put a lien on some stuff. And we got to go get a neck piece. And my neck piece going to be like Lambo True. Yeah, Lambo True. And I'm going to put at the bottom of it, challenges you, you know?
Hey, boy, that'd be hot, though, while you play. Hey, look, man, honestly, hopefully, I gotta get on it pretty quickly, but I might bring something out new for the event. You know what I mean?
You got the wet. You don't need anything new, man. You got
right?
you got the wet, man.
You're right. You
got the wet, man. Let's focus on the main thing. The main thing, man.
You so right.
Yeah, man. Because your girl, she be upset. He went on the leverage show saying he was getting a new piece and everything, and I can't even get the extras to my wedding that I want. You know, we ain't trying to have that. I ain't trying to be in the doghouse for Lambo.
I don't need any problems. You sure right. Thank you. See, that's why you got good friends that keep you grounded, that really just snap you out of stuff real fast. Like, hey, focus.
Yeah, focus. It's that married life. I want you going and stepping right, not stepping sideways. So you know I know. I got almost 20 years.
Happy wife, happy life, man. No problems, man. No problem.
Man, well, we really want to thank y'all, man. Thank you, Q, man. Listen, let the people know, man, how they can go on ahead, get in contact with us, because you done dropped so much knowledge, so much game on here. And I know he's got another event he's getting ready to go to right now, man.
So I mean, to connect to me, I mean, I guess you can see my comments in there. You can click on the link, but it's the CPMD channel. You can just search CPMD on YouTube. You'll see it'll come up with my logo, Crypto Pays Me Daily. Hit that subscribe button. We've been pushing to add more and more there to build that community there. And then also too, if you are on the page, you'll see that in any of my descriptions, you'll see the link to the CPMD Facebook group.
Yeah.
You'll see that as well. Just search CPMD on Facebook. The picture will come up, and it's a private group there. You got to answer 4 questions to get in. So we try to keep out of all the spammers and scammers, and really keep a safe zone where you can come and not just be hit with all types of different scams and different opportunities, but you can ask the questions and stuff that you want to. So those are my 2 main communities there, and then you'll see whatever opportunities within there, and whatever links and stuff that you need if you want to get into something. If you ever want to reach out to me, you can reach out to me on Telegram as well at Mr. Quentin B. So it's QUINTINB. So Mr. Quentin B. You can reach me on there too, and I'm on WhatsApp as well, in all of the groups and stuff. So yeah.
Shout out to you, man, on that, man. If you guys reach out to Quentin, be ready to go on ahead, level up, man, way more than what you have ever. And man, we got so much.
And here's the thing too, guys, make sure you check with Lambo as well, because if Lambo is in something that I'm in, get his link.
Yeah,
get his link. It's in the same community. Get in his link. So
bro, thank you for that, man. But you know me, I don't mind when it comes like that to what you do, man. They know Lambo gonna always make sure that the next man shines.
Yeah, that's real, and that's real. That's the real. Recognize the real, and that's why I'm on here. That's why I give. When you call me, look. All right, let's go. Not everybody gonna get that same treatment. Hey, guy, we're like, what? Look, you know what? I think I got a meeting. I can't make it. Nah. But anytime, man. Anytime you want, man. You've been one of the real ones in there. And you bring other people onto your platform, and you highlight them and what they're doing. You know what I mean? Not a lot of people are doing. I wish I was doing that and made more time to do that, because that's powerful in itself, to bring other leaders. You may not have any type of benefit from it financially in any kind of way, but you still bring people on and you highlight them on your show. So that shows the type of person that you are and leader that you are in this industry. So yeah, we definitely appreciate that.
Thank you, bro. Man, look, we only giving it right back to each other and stuff like that. We didn't get into trading anonymous, man, anonymous trading, but we're gonna say that for the
and we got some stuff happening there too. Stay tuned in the next month. They're already paying out. They're paying out the tokens, so people getting the withdrawals. The liquidity is supposed to be behind the token next month in October. So yeah, we got some money over there too.
Okay,
we're approaching like 7 figures over there, like literally.
But I heard that they were still paying out just in like 9 months or something like that. It takes you.
There was a lot that took place over there with the ownership.
Yeah,
and we still don't know the full story behind it. You know, I talked to some of the guys who had been there for the last couple years,
Yeah.
and they didn't even really know what was taking place with the ownership. These were people that were connected with the CEO, like spoke to him, traveled multiple times and was there with him and all kinds of stuff. And so they were still a little like in the dark as to what was going on. But they moved to payouts, meaning like, hey, let's say you had $100,000 that you were going to withdraw out. Well, they would pay it to you over maybe say a 9-month or a 12-month period, which I don't think anybody still had a problem with that because you're securing yourself an income for the next 12 months. We're cool with that. We get paid over 12 months. Hey, I'm all right. I don't have a problem with that, you know. And so so they went to some different options like that, which I think for the meantime just helped them be a little more sustainable. Instead of people coming in taking 7 figures out here and 8 figures out here and stuff like that. I mean, could you imagine? Like, that's a lot of money just coming out, and you just became your own liquidity provider where you need to really hold that money. So we got some good news. People are, you know, receiving their Anani coin payments into their MetaMask wallets, which is great. And they said by next month, they hope to have the liquidity behind the token where now you can take those tokens and then swap them over to what USDT or Bitcoin or Ethereum or whatever token it is that they choose to pair that with. So yeah, we're still looking good, because here's the thing. If they didn't want to do anything, they could have just disappeared, took the site down and gone. I feel like for the last 2 years, people were making money in that opportunity. And I feel like they still want to keep rolling and doing what they're doing, which is making their money and then making the money for the people as well. So I think we're going to be all right there.
Okay, man, we're still on that one, man, because we believe in it.
Because here's the thing: if the payments start cranking back up, you're gonna see a lot of people flooding right back in. Right back in. So yeah, if they get that under wraps with their token and they can smooth out that process, we're gonna see some action.
Okay. And what about the other hot topic, Trillion, man? Talk to us about that.
Man, Zona called yesterday. With my boy Glenn. So and me and Glenn actually spoke this morning. So Glenn was like a big just promoter of it. He was kind of like just an ambassador. He really was keeping on top of the things that were happening and putting out the information. And so right now, basically what has to happen is if you go into your back office, you'll see how many coins. Man, I had a bunch, man. I had like $160,000 worth of tokens in there. And so basically they give you a number in there that you need to deposit. And when you deposit that amount, you will now start to be able to do withdrawals on that amount. And the amount that you have to deposit, I believe you earn about 600 to 700% on that amount over the next year. So what has to happen? So what they're basically doing is saying, if you add some money in, and this is the risk because people already got money added in, right? If you add some money in, we'll release this certain amount of money to you and we'll pay it out to you every week over the next year, and you'll get the money that you put in back. And so we did the math on it, and it was like 700% that you would earn over the next year. And yes, it was significant, but for people who had small accounts, maybe it didn't really make much difference. But like when he did it with like a $300,000 account, you were getting like 60, 70 grand over the next year that they would pay you out back. And it would take you 10 weeks to get the initial money that you put in back. For me, I had to put in like $6,400. So if I deposited the $6,400, I would start being able to get my weekly payouts, withdraw my trillion out to XT exchange it right there for Bitcoin or USDT or whatever. And then I could start pulling that money out every single week. And it would take me 10 weeks to get the $6,400 back. So it was like $640 a week that I would make for the next year. So what was that? So that was $640 times 52 weeks. So it was like $33,000. So I could get some of that money back. And the hope is in the meantime, they start releasing more of our tokens back because people are participating in this. So they've kind of put something together to try to make this deal work, to try to make it right. And, you know, it's whether or not you want to cough the extra money up to do it, you know.
And then,
My belief is, if you want to do it now. Don't wait. Put the money in now and start earning your money every week and start cashing it out. I think I'm going to do it because I just got a lot of money there, and I want to. I believed in the project before and what they were doing, and I still believe that there's life there too. You know what I mean? So this people putting their money into the project now is only going to help the project, move forward. If nobody does anything, then nothing happens and nothing moves forward. So.
And I think that's always like that second guess when people say, man, I've already got money locked up. You want me to put more money in and stuff like that, man. And people have risk. Yeah,
we get it. We get it. You got 10-week risk here. So it's 10 weeks to risk to get back all of the money that you put in. And then for the next year, you'll still earn that every single week.
Oh, man.
And you get your money back at the end. And you get your money, the $6,400 that you put in, because you're just staking for a year is basically what you're staking for a year. So
shout out to them for actually going on ahead, man, and having a game plan.
Yeah, they tried. They got a game plan. And look, they got their marketplace with the Trillando. That stuff is still up and running. So people are actually using that token. So there's some real use case there. Like, I mean, it's not just these sites that are doing this. It's not easy to build a project that's sustainable in crypto. It's really not. The fact that they are still here and they haven't disappeared lets us know that they are looking to build something, and they're doing what they can to try to get there.
Facts. Shout out to them for that, man.
Thank you. That was real. Look, I ain't had no complaints with it, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, that's something. That's something more than what they were doing. Hey, look, I'm down with it.
Yeah. Shout out to you, Emily Jean, man. Shout out to CPMD.
Yeah, Emily. Yeah, she's a long faithful member of the community. Shout out. She's a trooper. Like, she's been keeping up with a lot of stuff. So yeah, stay there. Just keep pushing. You're gonna get it. You're gonna get that breakthrough and really get yourself in a great place. So
yeah. Hey, that's what we want to see, man. We love to see testimonies like this, man, and make this thing happen. Well, thank you, man. Man, Q, you done been
every time we get on here, we on for 2 hours, bro.
No,
we don't even feel like it.
Bro, I'm telling you, time goes by fast, and there's still a bunch of questions. I was like, oh man, I gotta ask him this, and people's hit me up. I'm like, man, I'm not about to ask about that. Don't worry about it, man. We gonna get to that on the next one.
Before you go, what's the one question that you got that you didn't want to ask?
Man, everybody, if I could say it,
just one.
Couple things to say, man. Why is it that Q jumped into one of the main projects that he believed with these PAM accounts and they never fared out right, man? Talk to us about the PAM accounts.
So check this. Have you seen me promote another one?
I haven't in a minute, dude.
And the next time I promote one, it will work.
Okay.
Or I will not promote it. So, because I think a lot of people don't realize what's behind the scenes that goes into like looking into these PAM accounts, into like, it's a lot, right? And you, the only way to really know what a PAM can do is to have months or years of history. And so when you see a PAM account, well, do you want to wait a year and just get some history first before we decide whether we want to get in it, or do you want to try to make money now based on what you know and are giving at this point? And so that's why you haven't seen a PAM.
Okay.
Still some stuff working on it. So still stuff that's actually happening right now.
Okay.
That I just haven't put out with my people, because I said the next time I put it out, it will work. Man, as a PAM account right now, that I'm in, that I'm actually tied in with the person who's doing it.
Okay.
So yeah, real traders. No, not a bot, real trader. So if I bring something out again, it will work. Now, the other deal that I was talking about with that we're going to be doing with Botronic, it's no different than having a PAM, basically, because you're going to have your own account that you fund yourself that they're going to trade for you. They're going to copy trade to that account. And so, yeah, it won't be any different than having a PAM account. And you'll pay whatever profit share fee it is. We don't know all that stuff yet, but yeah, that's That's why I've just been waiting. I've learned patience. I'll tell you.
Okay.
I've learned to become patient, because the last thing that you want to do is hurt your brand, hurt your credibility, and hurt people by bringing them into things that aren't working or not ready. So that's why you haven't seen anything about the PAMs.
The PAMs. I
got smacked last year in one of them for about 220, 230 grand in one of the PAM accounts, my own money. So it's we slow down. Like, look, let's just make sure like we got something that's for sure working. I don't care if it's 10% a month. If it can consistently do it every single month, all right, now we can talk.
Right. And that's what they want. One more question that they said.
Go ahead. You got you, bro. You got me.
No. Just one more question. Your thoughts about Daisy right now and what Daisy is going through.
Here's the thing. Daisy is one of the first projects that's been around really when the crypto space got hot, and it's still here.
Yeah.
I just took a withdrawal last week, a 4-figure withdrawal, $77,000 something from Daisy from my Forex trading account, and it hit my wallet Monday.
Yeah.
Did it on Sunday and hit my wallet on Monday.
Yeah.
As real as it can be for a crypto platform, Daisy is real.
Yeah.
Have they figured everything out on the trading side of it? No, because we thought the crypto side was coming back. And here's my thoughts. My thought. They are waiting for the bull market to hit for crypto. I don't believe they're going to be able to create the results they want trading crypto until the market becomes bullish, because they are looking for breakouts in the market. And here's what we're doing with crypto right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're moving sideways.
Yeah.
When we start seeing this, that's when their crypto trading will make money. And so they were trying to figure out how to make money in the bear market, and a lot of their strategies just aren't able to produce a lot of profit in the bear market. So that's why they moved over to the Forex trading, which did well for a while. It slowed down here recently. It slowed down.
It slowed down after the meeting, after the Dubai, like boom, like it just tapered off, man.
There could be some reasons for that. I could speculate and say why I think it happened. Here's one thing that I do know. If they are high frequency trading on all of the money that's in there, which we know is a few $100 million. I don't even know if it's how much it is now. It could be $500 million that's trading in the Forex. There's only a certain amount of money they can make.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can only make, the liquidity providers will not let you go in there and bleed the market with a $500 million and go make 20-30% a month. It just won't happen. They're not gonna let you do it. Now, if they got $100 million or $200 million and they want to go make 10-12% a month, you can do it every single month, no problem. But when you put it on $500 million, all that profit is now being spread through a lot more people, a lot more accounts. And so I don't know, maybe they figured it out. Maybe they figured a way to move some liquidity elsewhere to trade some of that money, and they can make it. And so that's why they were saying here that we should start seeing, the Forex trading producing better results. Let's see, let's just see what they do. But they're here. They haven't left.
Yeah.
The opportunity is still there. They made a lot of people a lot of money. I probably got 100 grand still over there.
Yes.
That's trading, So Daisy's still there. And until it's just completely gone and not paying, hey, I can't say nothing bad about it. I can't say nothing bad about Daisy, because they still doing what they said they were gonna do.
And I loved it. I do. I appreciate you for answering at least just them two questions.
Man, I'd have answered them all if you really wanted to answer. I'm here.
I'm gonna save some for next time, man.
You got me while I'm here. So look,
I'm saving it for next time. But the leaders, man, they came back like, yo, ask them about them PAM accounts, Lambo. And I'm like, all right, man, that's my guy. He ain't gonna shy away from it, man.
They got a bunch of them that are still around. Some of them we don't know if they're legit. You don't know what they're trading with. Like, if I don't know what it's doing, I can't in good conscience bring it to the people.
Yeah.
And so we will experience some good trading. Okay. And when it comes, I'll bring it out. If the opportunity, we got a PAM right now I just have not brought it to my people. It's trading people's live money. But I haven't brought it to my people. It's another community that's in it right now. And I say, look, let me watch it with you. Let's see what's going on. Like, we know who's trading it. We know all of this stuff. So yeah, just want to see some consistency, and I'll open it up to the group, because everybody likes the PAM account, right? You just put the money in and take it out.
And that's what everybody, man, was like. They was like, yo, Lamb, like, we gotta see about these PAM accounts, because dude, you had a nice group, man. Like, when you seen these PAM accounts and when you seen these numbers, people were flocking like, oh my God, man, this thing,
the numbers were crazy, but they couldn't sustain it. They couldn't sustain it, And so, or if it was bots, they eventually get in trouble and blow the accounts and all of this stuff. So, it's a sticky situation, but like the next time it comes back around, we're going to have something that is proven, that will work. And again, these accounts, like, we're going to have a real regulated broker. You're going to be able to get your MetaTrader account, fund your account, and a company is going to connect to your account and trade it for you. Like, that's a PAM account.
So
that's a PAM. That's coming.
Let me ask you something. So
compound. I didn't tell you this. The account compounds as it grows. It's a compound daily account. So as your balance is increasing, your trade sizes are increasing. And so you're actually compounding as you earn. Not only that, we will also offer a bit trading account. You know bit trading?
Bit trading, I've heard of it, but man, I haven't seen it.
Bit trading. Here's bit trading. What we do when we go to these brokers, especially me, because I'm in crypto, I take some Bitcoin or some USDT, I move it into the broker, and I fund my account, right?
Thanks.
If I take some Bitcoin, let's say I take, I don't know, $10,000 worth of Bitcoin. I fund my account. They convert it into $10,000. That might have been 0.3 Bitcoin that I put into that broker.
Right.
My account makes money. Let's say I'm at 15,000 and I want to cash my $15,000. I made a $5,000 profit. Well, let's say Bitcoin at the time was 30,000. Now it's 40,000. We saw a 30% increase in Bitcoin. I saw a 30% increase in my account, or a 50% increase in my account. And now I'm getting back nearly the same amount of Bitcoin that I put in, because the Bitcoin price went up. And so that's a challenge. Like I'm putting my Bitcoin in there, but because I'm making money and Bitcoin is going up, I'm not making more Bitcoin. It's just worth more money. So with a bit trading account, let's say I put a 1 Bitcoin into the account, into my broker. I take 1 Bitcoin. Let's say it's 25,000. They're going to take that Bitcoin and convert it into bits. 1 Bitcoin is 1 million bits. And so now when my account trades, it's trading in bits. And so my bit number is increasing. And so when I go to cash out, guess what? It's going to take those bits and convert it back to Bitcoin. Now I'm getting back more Bitcoin. So now I'm growing my Bitcoin through the trading, and I'm not losing on the value of the Bitcoin that I'm putting in.
Wow.
That's coming.
That's coming too.
That's coming. So we'll have a compound daily. That's what I'm really waiting on, is the bit trade.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me get to one more of these questions. One more.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Just a good one. UIGI, man. Talk to us about that. What's coming, man?
Well, it's my boy Rabu Gary, man. I talked to him yesterday. We chatted yesterday, man. I would say this, man. Rabu's kind of slowed down, right, with bringing so many different things to his group. And I'll tell you, I'm not in everything that Rabu does. He's not in everything that I do. We both have our own kind of philosophies of things that we get involved with. But nevertheless, that's my guy. Like, he's coming to the wedding. He called me yesterday about going to the Colorado game in November, so we might be going to check out Prime.
Y'all coming here? Y'all coming to Colorado?
Hey, we might be coming to check out the game. So
come there, bro. I'm going to the USC one, man. We got people flying in for the USC one.
I mean, you got some good deals on tickets,
bro. It's Lambo, man. I'm gonna have something, bro.
Because I think the tickets that we were looking at were they were pretty good, like row 30-ish range, about 800, something like that.
Hey, bro, if you can get in, it's like that. Everything like sold out, bro. You can get in. It's just like, bro, you in good shape, man.
Right. So a matter of fact, I need to call him back and let him know, because because I gotta let him know on that if I'm gonna be able to go. But I think it's the November 4th weekend.
Bro, that's the weekend that they play Arizona State, right?
I don't even know. I didn't even look at the game yet. But
that week, my nephew is coming to town that weekend. We're gonna be at the game that weekend, man, too.
Yeah, so yeah, I may be able to go. I gotta just make sure we don't have stuff going on because I got my bachelor weekend and stuff planning and all of that. So I gotta make sure it don't conflict and all of that.
Let me know, man, if that's the weekend you coming.
Yeah, if I come, I'm definitely gonna hit you for sure.
Yeah, hit me for sure, man.
I'll definitely let you know. Okay, so what was the question? I forgot what the question you asked me.
UIG. They wanted to know about UIGI and what's new, what's going on with that.
Yeah, so UIGI, I mean, right now they're pushing a couple of different things than I'm doing. Like they're in Lance Green. That's
LG has been a beast, man.
That's sports trading. Yeah, my guy Alex just came from Brazil because they
had the office.
Yeah, they had a little leadership meet up there. I hadn't gotten into it, and that's just because I was doing so much other things. L7 was rolling. I was like, man, I'm just gonna throw everybody for a loop if I just bring something else to the table again. So I hadn't moved on that just yet, but I've heard it's doing well. They're also he also just mentioned something to me that was kind of private, a trading deal that they had that was about 20% a month. But they can't offer it to the whole group just because of the number of people that they can accept. So I think he's doing it with his VIPs first, offering it there first to his VIPs. What else are they doing? Daisy, Daisy has been one of his biggest platforms. Him and Jeremy have just obliterated Daisy. Like the type of money they made there has just been crazy. Like millions on millions that they have made. So they're doing really well with that. And then I believe there was
mortgage notes, right?
Well, they got the mortgage notes. They kind of, that was something that they offered in the beginning of UIGI. I know it's still there. I don't know how many people are dealing with it. I think you got to go through some classes and stuff and all of that. So it's a little more work, but for the people who want to do that, they have that available. I know they're doing 7K with the gold bars and coins and stuff like that. I think they're doing that as well.
So talk to us about that. What is that similar to? Because GS Partners has the same similar type of setup.
Yeah. I think it's very similar. It's like a subscription there, and you can buy gold and coins and tokens and just stuff that you can hold on that's tangible, right? We all in this crypto space, but do you have tangible things too that you can have as well? So for people that are smart, you're moving some of your money into some of those different things, and that's just another avenue, another platform that they have there. And then I believe there's another trading platform. I can't remember the name. WeWin, is it WeWin or it's?
I think something like that. Yeah.
There's another trading platform that they're doing. It's very low risk. It doesn't do crazy numbers, but it makes money every single month there. So yeah, that's my guy over there, man. They're they still rolling. Still look. I'm representing the.
I see
ring on now.
I'm just making sure when I see it, I'm like, oh man, I know they're rolling and stuff like that.
They're rolling.
And I didn't know they didn't know exactly like, okay, well, ask about, man. I bet Lambo gonna ask. I mean,
look, man, I ain't never gonna shy away from the questions. Like that's one thing that I try to always do is just keep it real as I can, man. I try to be real with stuff. So if you got questions, man, you can ask me, man. There's no worries.
All right. Hey, how did everything turn out with that Texas situation? Did you guys able to get a hold of you remember the dinner spot that you wound up going to?
Yeah. You know what? We had some people put out some reviews on them. Look, at the end of the day, it is what it is. This is what we deal with on a daily, and a lot of places here. Just anywhere, anywhere in this country. It's sad that we still got to deal with stuff like that, but it happens. And the best way to affect one of those establishments like that is you just don't support it. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, they want your dollar, and if you don't give it to them, guess what? If enough people don't give it to them, then they can't stay in business and they can't operate. So that's my take on that. Is you just don't support stuff like that. And we
I would have reached out to you, man, and been like, man, we do apologize for all of this, man.
I didn't expect it because he probably didn't like what I had to say about it. But it is what it is. Like, I'm not gonna go back there. There's nothing that you really gonna do to make that right with me. You could apologize. That would have okay. I accept the apology or whatever. But the thing is like we gotta also realize too that we gotta start creating stuff for ourselves and supporting the stuff that we create. Right.
Yeah.
If we want stuff for that we like, that we want to go to for our people, we create it.
Yeah.
We created ourselves, but then we gotta support it because we support so many people that don't care about us.
Yeah.
We give our money to people who don't care about nothing but our money.
Facts.
And we shouldn't support that kind of stuff. We should support the people that support us. And that's just the bottom line, the bottom line. I see so much. We are so quick to put the negativity out about the people, about our own people who are doing their own businesses. Hey, something go wrong, we blast them.
Yeah.
We blast them. But we don't give enough praise to the ones that are doing good, right? And instead of going in there and saying, like, what can we do to help make this a better establishment, we go and we bash it. Or, hey, they cost too much. The price is too high, but we don't complain when we go in Louis Vuitton and we go and buy $1,000, $1,500 t-shirt.
Right.
We don't complain on stuff like that. And you stand in there and nobody helps you. And you're just looking around wondering, then nobody come in there and help me. Like I asked for help. Why am I asking for help in this store?
Right.
And this is a story because this happened yesterday.
In Louis Vuitton?
I was in Louis Vuitton. But I went in with a workout t-shirt with some fleece shorts and some Air Max on. And I'll probably look like I'm gonna go in there and spend no money or anything like that. And I stood in there for a second, walked around looking, and finally, once I kind of made eye contact with somebody, like, oh, you need some help? Yeah, I need some help. Like, that's why I'm in here. So I say all of that to say, like, we don't say bad stuff about that, but we go to some local owned business, right? And it could be black owned, right? And Turkey Leg Hut, for instance, that's a black owned establishment here. Let something go wrong with your Turkey Leg Hut. It's all over the internet. Oh man, my food was cold, blah, 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 this and that. Man, I love Turkey Hut. Turkey Leg Hut. Great. I love it. That don't mean that they can't make a mistake, but when they do, we blast it. Instead of going out there praising those establishments and supporting them. But we don't say nothing when we go into another establishment, like a Louis Vuitton. I'll be honest, I didn't go blast Louis Vuitton yesterday online. I could have. Like I said, I ain't going over here. I ain't shopping with them no more. This and that. I could have done that. I didn't. Right? Just didn't have the time. But I'm just giving the example of when we should do some things and when we shouldn't. We gotta support our own people, man. We gotta support them.
And man, we're excited for you, man, supporting it, but also being one of those who's an advocate to speak his mind and call it out when it ain't right, man.
Call it out.
Thank you.
And sometimes you don't have to necessarily call it out publicly, right? Maybe it's like, hey, can I speak to the manager, or is there a way I can get in contact with the owner, send them an email? We may not have to blast it publicly, but we can address it, right? Because we don't necessarily want to ruin something that could be great. You could be just your one time that you went, and all other 99 times were great for everyone else. But we go and blast it and give it a bad look when we need to be supporting those local establishments.
Man, you are 100% right about that, man. And I'm big on that, especially when I was out traveling. I'm like, hey, man, I see my black folks, man. I'm out here, man. Look, let me support you. We stopping at the shop, throwing money at them, man. Like, let me support you. And we got to one vendor. We knew that my wife knew. She's like, hey, babe, you buy these bags. She clenching on me like, these purses, don't you buy these purses out here on this boardwalk like this? And I'm like, babe, well, we can buy some other stuff. So we bought the other stuff and stuff like that instead. Still put some money in their pocket. And we didn't go ahead and put them on.
You don't ask for the discount, right? Like you want to support them. You don't ask discounts anywhere else you go. Support them at the price that they, man, I hear it all the time, man. Why they so high? Man, they cost so much. I got a spot right here on my corner, man. I love it. It's called Pray, man. Black owned spot right here. And I go in there and they their steak there. It's like $75 steak. Yeah, right. I could go to Hillstone or somewhere else and go get a $35 or $40 steak, or I can go to Mastro's and their steak is probably about the same price. Like, well, This ain't Mastro's, but the steak is good. So don't complain about the price, especially if you like what you got. You're gonna go right across the street and pay the same price at the other restaurant. Support it. Support it.
They dragged one of my good friends, man, in Columbus, Ohio, man, because the price was expensive. They never complained. They say the food was great. The food was good. They put the post on it, but they dragged the price. And I mean, it was so many negative comments. We came up back home in New Orleans together, and to see them in Ohio doing their thing, man, after they graduated and they blowing up one of the few New Orleans spots that they got there, and they dragged them just because the price was high. And the mayor of New Orleans, they traveled from New Orleans to Ohio and have been there. Governors and everything has been to this establishment, and they just did that last month.
See, I don't understand that. I don't really understand that, because to me, it's like, if you enjoyed it, if it was good, that has to give some extra value to it, right? Like something regular price, I don't expect to just necessarily enjoy it at the highest level. It could be good, but if you really go somewhere and you really enjoyed it, why complain about the price? Because you're gonna go to all these other fancy restaurants, the Morton steakhouses and the Houston's and all of these different steakhouses that we got, and you're gonna go pay $200-$300 and not say a word, and the food might not even be that good. It'll be all right.
That Morton's Cajun steak, man, you can't do that to Lambo. That Morton's Cajun steak, boy, ain't no joke, boy. That Cajun ribeye.
It's a good steak. Right? I'm a steak eater, so I tasted them everywhere, man. We got a spot here. We got a spot here in Houston. It's called Killins. Man, Killins. Man, the steak is like a slice of butter when you cut it. Like they bring in chefs from like all over the world, like the top chefs. I mean, like an amazing steak. And you don't pay for it, right? But you're not gonna ever go there and say, man, y'all price too high.
No.
So don't do it to the people who are local that are doing the same thing, that are out there trying to make a living. If you like what they do, now it's different if you don't like it, right? If it's just not good and you don't like it, that's a difference, right?
Yeah.
But if you actually like what they had, man, just enjoy it. Don't complain and support it.
Yeah. You facts on that one, man. We don't get that same love, man. It's not equal, man. And shout out to my homegirl Yondas, man, out there, man, in Columbus, Ohio. If y'all get out there, go support Yondas, man. Way down Yondas, man. Probably one of the best spots in Columbus, Ohio, man, that you guys can see. So if you ever in that area for a Ohio State game or something like that, man, way down Yondas. Don't you? Hey, I done heard it. You heard it right on here. Yeah, the country talk, way down yonder. You understand? Yeah. So definitely, man. Thank you for that, man. Listen, we done. We good. We gone. We moving, man. Thank you for your time, Q.
Man, appreciate you too, bro.
With the Leverage Show, brother. And make sure you guys go like, subscribe, follow my guy, Q, but definitely tap into the program. Just don't be watching from a distance. Jump in the game. Go ahead and jump in the game, man. He's got step-by-step, man, instructions of actually being able to show you how to get into the plays, how to actually really help change your lives and start changing your family legacy, man. I'm telling you this right now. We're bringing the best because we believe in the best for your life, and your best days are out in front of you and not behind you, man. Thank you, Q, man. Thank you, CPMD, man, for being right here on the Leverage Show, man. Definitely got to come back. We got more stuff to talk about, man. And we're going to go on ahead, man, and make sure, man, that these people are keep leveling up on a whole nother level, man. Listen, y'all have an amazing, happy Friday. Enjoy your weekend, man. I'm looking for Q on November the 4th. Hopefully he'll be right here in Colorado.
If I come that way, I'm definitely going to come see you, bro.
Come hit Lambo up, man, because everybody that hit me up for next week's game, and they traveling, man, in by the buses for USC. Straight up. It's like that.
I can only imagine it's crazy down there. I already know.
Yeah, it's going down. Prime and turn this into an HBCU, man. What in the world is going on?
In 1 year.
In 1 year. Less than a year. Literally less than a year. It's only been 9 months, man, and he didn't really been rocking out, man, out here. So proud of him, man.
I would love to see them shock the world tomorrow because they're not giving them a chance in
21 point underdog. 21 point underdog. 21 point underdog.
It's a lot of points. So I'm curious to see, man. You know, I kind of almost like the plus on that because you know you get them last second touchdowns at the end of the game, you blow that spread, you know. But 21 is a lot, man. That's almost disrespectful. But you know they got a good team though, so they playing an elite team. So they lost their top two-way player, you know, Hunter. So
Hunter. But man, they reloaded. You look at Weaver, you look at Mikowski, Alt Mikowski getting ready to go ahead and start. They still got the 5-star recruit, Carmani McLean, has never even taken the field yet, man.
Wow.
So they still got a lot of stuff and weapons, man, that are getting ready to be released. Wells comes back tomorrow, man. So, I mean, there's a lot of firepower, man, that people are not seeing and that haven't seen. Javon Anton haven't even hit the screen yet. So, again, like they got
man. We gonna all be tuned in, man. Look, they had the highest rating. Was like the 5th highest rating for a college game ever, dude, and we in a regular season. And
man, and they play Colorado State. So this weekend gonna be high, as well as next weekend gonna be high. Bo Nix has been doing his thing at Oregon, and then you got Caleb Williams for USC has been doing his thing. So Shador matched up to them back-to-back weekends. Man, look, let's go make history, man. Win, lose, or draw. I'm gonna be there, man. And excited, man, about being there, man.
Yeah, Prom is doing, man. He's doing some amazing stuff, man. Like you can't even put like an explanation to it. Like you can't even really understand like what he's really doing. The whole total just mindset that he's instilling into them young men. It's crazy.
Bro.
Like the belief system, just the culture change, just everything that he's doing, he's going about it doing the right way. He's got God first, and he is just really changing a complete 180 in that whole school, that community, that city, that state, just everything, man. I'm happy to be here to witness it, and I feel honored to be seeing what's happening because you may not ever see what he's doing ever again. And
not like that, just, not to this magnitude.
He's really speaking life into those kids, man. And it's just, man, it's an amazing thing, man. It's amazing.
Yep. Man, they better be tapped in, man. Because next year, y'all think y'all like this year. Wait till y'all see next year. Wait till you see the guys when he really get the recruits and the guys who really want to come in.
Yeah, you already told his son, say, you ain't going nowhere. You ain't going to the NFL. You here next year again. You're going to see that senior year because them boys are going to make a run. They'll make a run next year.
Yeah. They're trying to do it this year. And if they fare out this year, you know, I don't know if they're going to get as high as they want within the polls, even if they win out the rest of the season. But we would like to see them get as high as they could.
If they won out the rest of the season, it's no way the committee would not put them there because they would lose too much money. They would have to have them there. You know, I can't foresee that happening, you know, just to be real, you know, but maybe after we see what happens tomorrow, then we can put a little more. We can see them sizing up with something that's a little more, you know, more of a challenge and see how that goes. But man, if they run the table, man, they gonna be in it. The committee wouldn't allow that to not happen. Like
well,
could you imagine the money generated with them being in the playoff? Oh my God!
I can only imagine, man. But like I said, we're going to see. It starts tomorrow, man. So y'all stay tuned, man. What time? That's a 1:00 game, right? 1:30 game?
I didn't even check. I had to go and look, but you're probably right.
I think it's a 1:00, 1:30 game or something like that, man. Check to see real quick, Q, what time that is. That's coming on tomorrow. So people can go ahead and tap into that, man, because
you don't want to see that.
Yeah, it's official.
We got where they at? It is a 2:30 my time, so that's 1:30.
1:30 my time. Yeah. So 1:30. So I knew it was a 1:30 game. So 2:30 Central Time, 3:30 Eastern Time, right? And 1:30 my time. And if you're on Pacific Time, you're 12:30, man.
It's gonna be a good game. I'm in there.
It's gonna be.
I might have to go somewhere and watch that tomorrow. Everybody tuning in. Everybody tuning in for that, bro. Everybody.
Man, dude, thank you, bro. Thank you for this time, man.
Man, that Fintot money just hit, boy. I'm looking in there. It's in there. Hey.
So it went straight to your wallet, right? Straight to your wallet,
Man,
right?
22 SCF, which is their token.
Yeah.
That's that's one wallet. The other wallet, and they're what, $60 each, roughly?
Yeah.
So that's another 2. So 24 SCF.
Man, if y'all ain't know,
that's $1,440.
$1,440, right? I already had that down. I went right to the calculator. That's $1,440, man. I'm a 15, and you get that twice a day.
No, it's once a day. It's once a day. Just once.
And y'all worrying about y'all bills and everything else. Y'all better link up with my guy CPMD. Stop playing with this, man.
The money is out here. We just got to go out there and position ourselves to earn it. It's there.
Man,
it's there.
Man, well, it's official, man. Thank you for you pointing us to the right direction and pointing us to the money tree, man. So people can go ahead and continue to keep getting their bag up and getting their weight up, man. Thank you for that, man.
Man, appreciate it.
Till next time, man, we out of here, man. We thank y'all. Make sure you guys, again, go follow my guy, man, CryptoPaysMeDaily, man, on his YouTube channel. Make sure you go like and subscribe, but also on his Facebook channel as well, man, CryptoPaysMeDaily. Jump into that group. Remember, it is on his YouTube channel in the descriptions where you guys can go ahead and link that channel and then jump into that Telegram. You guys need to go ahead and reach him at Mr. Quentin B, man, as well in the Telegram. Thank you, Q, man, for it all, brother. Till next time, brother. We're going to keep rocking, man. Keep pumping them presentations out. Keep out there changing lives. Full salute. Keep doing what you do, bro.
Same to you, brother.
Thank you, man. We out of here, man. Till next time, y'all. We love y'all. Next Thursday, we right back here, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, as well as Finance Fridays, man, at noon Eastern, man. We making this thing happen and rock for y'all next week. So make sure y'all stay tapped in and stay tuned, man. We love you guys. Take care. God bless. Have a great weekend, man.